Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the event finals of the 2023 Cherry Blossom Bonspiel, hosted here at the Potomac Curling Club. My name is Robert Young. Joining me today are
Jennifer Skidmore.
And on tech we got
Dylan Klensky.
All right, we'll be joined shortly with our other commentator, Lena. Right now we are enjoying the traditional march of our A event, B event, C event, and D event finalists with our bagpipers on the ice. As you are watching the bagpipers, you're going to notice the teams coming in are Team RPI 1, I believe, versus Team, I believe it's like Band of Johnsons, or Band of Johnsons, sorry.
Band of Johnsons, yeah.
And this is the C event finalists are a first. Coming up behind them, we've got Parent Trap versus Potomac squad of Team English. And this is the, I believe, the B event final. And then we've got the A event finalists following after them, which is Schlanger Danger, which are our Potomac team, versus Sponsorship Perks, Diamond State in Philadelphia. For A event, they'll be on our feature sheet for sheet B. And on the rear, we got our D event finalists, Parental Army versus our meme team, Curl Down for What? So while we got the march going on, let's talk to the commentators a little bit. How did you all enjoy your Cherry Blossom this year? Did you enjoy the spiel this year? How are we doing? Did you guys enjoy yourselves?
I am enjoying myself immensely. I am not playing in this spiel like other folks, but I have volunteered, so I really like baking, so I made some baked goods for the participants, and I helped out with the bar.
Always thankful for all of our volunteers. You can't do a bond spiel without volunteers, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, and that's everything from setting up the ice to kitchen, bar, commentating. Everybody who's working here is volunteering, so it's a great group. Okay, we're going to have people coming forward on their respective sheets, and then they'll get ready for their toast.
So we got 12 viewers. Welcome our 12 viewers so far. We're going to get more as the event folds on. We are a little early for a 1 p.m. drop, which is fine. This is where we get our fun shots of Drambuie and or ginger ale.
Yeah, so please go ahead and chat with us. Let us know where you're from, who you're rooting for. We love knowing where you all are from.
And you are not seeing things. We know that Steve Johnson on sheet B is wearing a jersey that matches sheet B. It is a mind game completely. It is designed by that. I just played the Band of Johnsons earlier today. They did a fantastic job, but now it's all mind games on sheet B.
So now they're going to pass out Drambuie for those who want to partake in an alcoholic shot. And then we have ginger ale for folks who do not. It's completely up to you. Just a nice tradition to toast the pipers and toast each other. Curling is a very social game. You know, you do want to do well, but you do want to celebrate just the camaraderie and being together and having a good time on the ice. So,
the one thing that one of the minor things I'm looking forward to with this game, with this particular series of events, is going to be the fact that we've got the younger Dunnams on sheet B and the older Dunnams on sheet C. This is, I think, the third time this weekend where this is going on, where that's literally the parents on one side, the kids on the other. And this is going to be fun to watch to see if they rag on each other a little bit. I'm always looking forward to seeing the chirping between the two. So, if anything, there'll be a lot of jokes from Mike and a lot of eye rolling from Lori on that side. And Andy's going to be trying to make all the best puns in the world if he can.
Mm-hmm. A lot of friendly banter.
Of course.
Friendly banter on the ice. So we do have lots of opportunities for folks who want to come out and learn to curl and and hang out with us. So please go to our website if you are interested in doing that.
And we'll be plugging our website throughout the event. So curldc.org. Up-to-date information also on our social media. You can find it, just search for Potomac Curling Club on all the social media platforms. I don't think we have a TikTok yet, but we're still holding out hope for maybe a TikTok. I don't know.
Around here, I don't know if to.
Oh my God! If we got a TikTok, that would be hilarious. I wouldn't know how to do it, but I mean, like, hey, if anyone wants a TikTok,
I'm a government employee, so I'm.
You're not allowed. It's up in the air at the moment, I should say.
Well, I try to stay off social media, but yes, congratulations all.
Thank you. Good curling.
All right, shots have been taken exactly at 1 o'clock. This is the most on time we have been this weekend, which is great. Big thank you to all of our volunteers. Our ice crew has been amazing this weekend. Also, really great quality ice. A big shout out to our bar volunteers, our food volunteers, all of our, do we have any sponsors? I don't know if we had any sponsors for this one. I could be wrong.
Don't think so.
Nope. Hey, it's everyone's favorite Potomac commentator, Ken. How's it going, Ken?
I'm just here to keep the headphones warm till Lena gets here.
Okay. So any fun memories from this past weekend you want to share with us, Ken? Anything that you liked?
I would like Dylan to run through the pictures here. We'll show the pictures of the let's just do it.
Yes.
Just do it the A through D. Why not?
Okay. So on sheet A, we have team curl down for what?
Curl down for what? Oh, sorry. Don't want to get demonetized.
And their opponent today is Team Parental Army, and this is the D event final.
Oh, I called them Parent Trap. My bad. Sorry. You're right. Parental Army.
Yes, their Parent Trap is a different team.
Yep.
Our A event final today, as mentioned before, is Team
Schlanger Danger.
a Potomac team versus Team Sponsorship Perks. Our B event final on sheet C is Team Parent Trap. And another local team, Team English. And in our C event final over on sheet D is Team RPI 1. A bunch of RPI alumni from various clubs all over. And Team Band of Johnsons.
No, that's.
Nope. That is not.
That's not Band of Johnsons. That's
right.
Parent Trap Part 2.
Yeah, that's.
I don't know how that happens. Huh.
Haha. Covert.
Yep. Never
All
mind.
right, so folks are just taking a few practice slides before we get underway.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, we will have major coverage of B.
Yes.
We'll have side coverage of C. So everyone will have, we'll have a view of the B event on their right side of their screen, but we'll have our major focus will be on sheet B, our A event finals, and we'll have commentary and discussion about getting, what's going on A and D action. And I want to go ahead and introduce our fourth member of our broadcast team, Lena.
Hi, everybody. My name is Lena Hornline. I am a curler here at Potomac and excited to be here with you guys today.
A very, very exceptional, first or second year curler, coming out here and practicing, showing great skill. Very excited about what you're going to be doing in the next few years. You got a bonspiel coming up. I was really excited that Jackie, I think it's Temple,
Yeah.
From the Pittsburgh club wanted to play with you for Tropical Curl. So I'm really excited about you're going to be able to go to Pittsburgh for the Tropical Curl. So it's going to be a lot of fun for you. So I'm just trying to find another one more bonspiel to do soon. Hopefully somebody will pick me up at the end. So
Okay, so it looks like we've got hammer decided on every sheet. Team curl down for what has the red stones on A, and they will be hammer. Here on our feature sheet, Team Schlanger Danger has the hammer. On sheet C, Team English has hammer. And on sheet D, RPI 1 has the hammer.
And rocks are thrown.
I had the opportunity of playing against Sponsorship Perks. The Jaegers, David and Julie, did a spectacular job setting up the house. You cannot, that whole team is a good, complete team this weekend. So I'm really excited to see how well the Jaegers have worked with the Dunnams. Their hits have been quite exceptional, especially from Julie. So I'm really excited to see how they're going to be able to do against a team that actually ended up getting a 7-under yesterday, which was really fun to be on the ice for that.
All right, so the first rock from sponsorship perks went through the house. So Naomi is playing lead for Schlanger Danger. She's getting ready to throw her first rock. The first rocks are always the hardest because you're not really sure how the ice is reacting. So a lot of the lead's job is to go ahead and relay information to the other team members, and of course the sweepers, as they sweep, they gather information as well. So it's definitely a team event. So it looks like Naomi's got a corner guard there to the left of the house.
I do like to see for Bonspiel having getting the guards up early rather than an open hit game. Throwing the guards up early means that they definitely, both teams want to go and try to go for the score. So we know that Schlanger Danger wants to get a 2 here from the guard placement, and the Dunnams are the sponsorship perks teams is pretty much happy to try to get to them a force to 1. Ice is pretty caught up, which is nice. About a 4:30 split. Splits are used to figure out how fast or how slow the ice is, and this is some pretty fast ice to start, which is nice. We using the rock boxes to speed up ice here. So
Lena, why don't you tell us why guards early on are a good thing?
Well, guards early on give you the opportunity to bury draws behind them and be protected against hits. So,
and then do you want to tell folks about the free guard zone?
Yes, and the first 5 rocks thrown, so the first 2 throwers and then the first rock for the seconds, when they're thrown in their guards, you are not allowed to take them out of play with hits. So, as you'll see here, the yellow rock is a biter, and they took that out, but they're allowed to because that was not in the free guard zone, because it wasn't a guard.
Yeah.
Nice roll from Naomi, sitting 1, but leaves it open enough that they can do a nice call for a hit and roll here. And the roll is nice enough to get behind that guard if they can get to it. So we've got Julie Yeager with her first.
No, I missed it. Did they run rocks before this?
They did run rocks, which is why I wanted to do a timer to see with the rock boxes. The ice. So for some ice prep at some clubs, so if you're a club level curler, you might not have ice prep where they run rocks up and down before the game starts. And when you do that, your ice get cut up really quickly. So the ice is definitely what you would expect from after 3 or 4 ends. Definitely caught up for sure. Sweepers on it early to hold the line here. Just make sure they get contact in a roll.
David is sweeping that furiously.
But it looks like it stays in play.
Yep. Right on the back line there, just touching the 12-foot. Looks like on sheet C, we have a couple of guards and a red rock from Team Parent Trap sitting in the 12-foot, so they are underway as well.
Team English on sheet C had a beautiful backline draw. Heavy draw to win their last match about an hour ago against I believe it was the Board Gamers from Bucks County. It was a beautiful way great way to end the game. Very competitive.
Games, yes.
Yeah, board weight games. Yeah.
Yeah. So Team English just hit a really great run back takeout. So now they are sitting in the 12-foot. They have replaced that red rock.
Courtney Shaw, the vice for Team Schlanger Danger, coming up just a hair short and a little exposed on their draw attempt behind the guard.
Courtney second.
My bad. Courtney's the second. I'm looking at the wrong order. I'm looking at the order going down, not up. My bad.
It does look like sponsorship perks is going for a hit right now.
They're sweeping vigorously not to hit that guard. They're on the guard right now. question now is how are we setting up for the deuce here from Slanger Danger. There's not really a guard in play, so the idea here is going to be splitting the house, try to be a flat, so that way the 2 rocks are lined up and counting 2. So.
Yeah, we have 36 viewers. Go ahead and chat us. Let us know where you're viewing from and who you're rooting for, and we'll try to keep you up to date on sheets A and D if that's where your family or friend members are playing. Okay. Courtney's second rock is on its way. Looks like they're looking to kind of split the house a little bit. Take out that yellow rock in the back.
Looks like it's over curling just a smidge.
Yeah.
Just a little heavy, just a little.
They did get the yellow rock out that was biting. Yeah, I hear you. No, we can hear you fine,
Oh, cool.
Rob.
All right, sorry.
Yeah.
Andy Dunnam with his first from sponsorship perks.
Nice nose hit.
We got Skips Rocks starting on sheet D. RPI versus the Johnson clan from Bucks. Playing a more open game. I only see one red in the house, so they're just happy to just trade hits for the start. Brian Dauernheim.
So Brian is the vice on Team Slanger Danger. So he's throwing rocks 5 and 6. Looks like they're just going to hit that yellow one out. And the red rock is rolling away. So we've got a completely empty house on sheet B.
Scott calling for the intern draw to the tee line. Try to get right in front of the red rock. You could be a little deep if you want to be a little deep here. It's going to just make the takeout a little bit more difficult. Looks like we're starting Skips Rocks on our B event sheet, and we'll be starting on Skips Rocks on our A sheet as well.
Looks like this might be a smidge heavy.
Yeah.
David's making sure. Swept that right out of the back of the house. So over on sheet D, it looks like they're just trading off hits right now. We're taking a look on sheet D. There's a red rock and a yellow rock right in the 12 foot. It looks like they might be very close together. So it looks like they're going to go ahead and try to take care of that.
It's staggering enough where if you hit just on the high side or just off of nose, you'll probably be able to hit both out of the way. You don't want to inadvertently give RPI a guard here to work with. So as long as they get the red out, they'll be happy. This will be Steve Johnson's last for the first end.
Yes.
Skips Rocks now on our feature sheet.
Everybody's on skip rocks now.
Loving the roll call that we've got going on in the chat room. Let us know in the chat where are you watching from and who you're rooting for.
Yeah, Yeah, we've got a couple people chiming in here. Cheering for RPI from, I guess that's Kansas City. Go Jaegers. Mary is in Ontario, is rooting for the curl down for what team?
So it seems like on sheet D, RPI is going for a draw for 2 here. Steve missed the hit, so draw for 2 on sheet D. The attempt is being made right now.
Nice hit on sheet C to keep every rock in the house with yellow. I believe that's Team English, yes?
Oh, and that red rock just flashed through.
So RPI on sheet D taking 1 instead of their deuce.
They were just a little heavy.
Yep.
Just
And
a smidgen.
we got final rocks coming from the parent trap on sheet C. So hammer will be for Team English, but we got Mike Dunnam with his last.
The last red rock of the end is it's been released by Mike, and we should be seeing it come down in just a second.
Nice hit. Nice hitting. Nice hit from Schlanger Danger. Dave doing a really great job. Leaving it open a little bit from Scott. Scott's going to want to do I would say a hit and roll it to the center. Try to make it.
Mike's rock on sheet C just went straight through.
Oh.
He missed his draw in.
So Team English looks like they'll be drawing for 3. They'll be drawing for 2. They could split draw for 3 if they can, but the draw for 2 is the most important part.
Yeah.
So over on sheet D, the first end finished with RPI 1, getting a 1-point score. Other sheets are coming down to the hammer here.
Sheet A threw a nice close to center line guard to try to at least guard up the first hit. The double is going to be tough to do. It's too flat to get rid of both the yellow counters on sheet A. So it looks like we have curl down for what looks like they're just going to discuss a nice nose hit for 1. So good force attempt from the Parental Army.
Okay, hammer's coming down on C. So it should be entering the screen in just a moment.
And it looks like hammer on our feature sheet is going to be a hit for 1.
Actually, it'll probably be a blank. So you want to hit, if you hit high side, they want to take the blank because they want to keep that hammer advantage. So Dave just needs a good normal hit here. Make sure you lose your shooter. You'll see if it's close to nose, you'll definitely see Naomi and or Courtney try to sweep out as vigorously as they can. Keep the hammer advantage if they can.
So Team English scored 2 on their first end. Very good job.
Just cleaning.
Got sweeping going on.
Yep, I think they got it. Looks a little tight. There you go. Nice blank attempt. Nice blank on sheet B for Schlanger Danger to hold on to their hammer advantage. And we got skips rocks going now on curl down for what on sheet A. Line looks just a hair wide. They'll make contact. And they get the double, which was an unintended consequence, but they did get their 1, which is nice. So we've got 1 for red.
Alrighty, so Mary, curl down for what is on the board. Back to our feature sheet here. First rock's coming down by sponsorship perks.
Lena, did you have a chance to play this weekend, or were you on? You were on volunteer and ice
Just
crew and everything.
volunteer all weekend.
That was great. I saw you did ice a couple of days ago, I think, and then you were just basically helping out everywhere, right?
A little bit of
A
everywhere.
little bit of everywhere. Well, as a person who got to compete, thank you very much for volunteering. You and all the other volunteers had made this event a lot of fun. I've always loved coming out for the Cherry Blossom. This is my second one, first time as a Potomac member. This is such a great bonspiel. I hope that all of you listening in the future, if you get a chance to come down for not only the Cherry Blossom, for our March bonspiel, but any bonspiel at Potomac, check us out at curldc.org. You can take a look at our Bonspiel schedule that we'll have. Always updated also on our social media as well. Just search for Potomac Curling Club across all social media platforms.
It actually worked out really great this year. The cherry blossoms hit peak on Wednesday.
Yeah.
And hopefully some of our out-of-town members were able to go down and see them. They really are a beautiful sight. So if you're in the city in March and April and are here when the cherry blossoms are out, it's quite lovely.
My New Jersey teammates actually took time on Friday to go check out the cherry blossoms between matches. So
Great.
It was a little rainy, but they managed to go see it, and then they said it was a really beautiful sight, even if it was a little dreary out. So.
Well, maybe that kept a few people away, and it wasn't quite as crowded because it can get really crazy if you're going on the weekend or whatnot.
Yep.
So.
Dave Yeager being asked us to draw down right in front of the shot stone on sheet B on red. Red is just behind the tee line, so just a freeze to it would be really nice. It looks a little warm, though, a little wide. It'll probably push the red out a little bit if it curls enough, but it looks like it's just a flash.
Looks like
right
it
by
might not get by.
Nope.
Yeah, a flash on sheet C as well as Parent Trap just barely missed that yellow rock in the house that Team English has. So what was the score of the first end on B?
They took the blank on B. So
oh, that's
0-0.
right. It was the blank.
Just wanted to make sure if we had an 8-end or 10-end game. Sorry. I know some Bonspiels like to do 8 ends for everything, but 10 ends for their event final. But apparently this is 8 ends for every game.
Yes.
Great.
But there's no time limit.
No time limit.
In the earlier games, there tends to be a time limit, and just so we can keep things moving, and we don't have people here at 4 a.m. curling.
Oh. Sorry, I had 3 late games this week, so.
Yeah, I think we had a total of 21 draws throughout the weekend.
Wow.
Oh, nice. That's great.
32 a lot of curling.
32 team. We had 2 round robin. So first 2 games was 1 round robin pool. Then they shuffled to do 2 more, and then we started playoffs last night, which was. I like it. I like it because it gives people an opportunity to plan around going to take a look at the cherry blossoms.
Yeah.
You can't be no tournament is perfect when you're trying to go get the sites to be seen as well. But overall, I was happy with the schedule. I was happy with how it was run. So great. I thought it was a great success this year.
Yeah, nice hit by Parent Trap on sheet C there.
Nice hit and roll on our feature sheet, sheet B, by Sponsorship Perks just a minute ago.
This draw attempt's looking really nice. Sweepers can try drag it to top 8.
Yep.
If they can keep going.
It's back 8, but it is behind that yellow guard, which you can't see right now because we've got the house view up.
Scott asking for a draw from Julie. Looks like top 4 is the destination. If they go a little lighter for the top 12, that'll be really good for them as well.
Clearly the favorite. Nina just got a lovely drink delivered to her.
Well, I mean, like, she did bust her butt this weekend. She deserves a little bit. I mean, it'd be nice if we got asked for drinks. I mean, like.
I mean, I've been here 3 days. So.
We've been working our butts off, and it would have been nice if, the people would have offered maybe us a drink too. But if I keep saying this and staring at the person who brought the drink, maybe they might get, like, they could have asked us for a drink. That's fine. Lena got one. That's all good.
Alrighty, on our feature seat, that was a great hit and push back by Sponsorship Perks.
leaves the top of the house a little bit open, though. So Courtney Shaw being asked just to draw in, get that forefoot right on the center line. If they can fully bury behind that top 8, that'll be a really great placement, and it'll force the Dunnams to peel the guard for sure. Nice hit and roll on sheet A by Curl Down for what? They managed just to hit enough and roll. They just managed to hit and roll over enough to sit Shot Rock and Frozen.
Oh, here comes Naomi and Brian sweeping furiously. They're going to try to freeze on that yellow.
And it looks like
Not
Trap
quite there.
on
but
Jasi peeling out that guard, opening up the shot rocks.
good save by Lori there to grab that.
I gotta say, nice draw to the button by Jasi on sheet D on Bandit Johnson's. They're the Vice's rocks. Beautiful. Leaves it open up a little bit, but it's nice and flat, so the double might be there, but going for the RPI going for the hit right now and starting skips rocks on sheet D. They are just a little bit ahead, which is nice, so that way not everyone's finished starting skips rocks all at the same time. So.
Yeah, then we can give you better coverage of the all-house views when the skip rocks are starting. So we've got a really busy house here on our feature sheet.
Hanging out a little bit. It's not curling as much as they would have liked. There's the curl.
There they
now.
go. There they go.
Trying to get it to curl, freeze on it.
Okay, red is still shot, but they've blocked it up there. So. When does our club usually post the next season's Bondsfield on the website? I am not 100% sure. Jamie, do you know when our club post the next season's Bondsfields? Okay, so normally we post them 1 or 2 months ahead of the spiels, I'm getting.
And if I'm not mistaken, Cherry Blossom is all around this time. Is every year around this time, end of March.
Yes, yes.
Yeah,
And then, of course, the board of directors will approve the calendar before our season starts in September. So that's usually when things are kind of solidified as far as schedules go. So
Brian Dauernheim being asked just to do a heavy draw weight to try to shuffle some of the rocks around in the house. Came out a little wide, and the line just never wanted to come back on the curl. So it's just going to ding out there.
gets rid of a yellow rock.
Yep.
Yes.
Needed to curl a bit. And English being Team English, taking a look at the situation. It looks like draw weight line. Try to draw behind the two counters and the guard. Work with what the coverage they've got. So, and they're yellow, so this is great for them.
Yep.
They could even be a guard, and that would be acceptable. But I like the idea of just like trying to draw into the house, use that pile to their advantage. Andy being asked just to push the red out. They push it just right, the right angle. They can push it to 3. But I think it's just a draw.
The line
Draw
looks
weight.
pretty
Yep,
good.
looks real
they
good.
just need a beautiful little bump and roll.
Yep, and it's gonna be really difficult for Schlanger to get the double and get both the reds out, both the yellows out. The angles are set up just in a way where I think the yellow shooter will stay around. It'll pop the red out. Yeah, the yellow shot rock, if they hit it, it'll stick around. So it'll take about two rocks to take about 2 rocks to get both the yellows out here.
So PCC has 2 major external bonspiels that we host every year. One of them, of course, being the Cherry Blossom around this time every year. And the other one is our annual Embassy Row that happens usually in mid-November. And for Embassy Row, we focus on a different country every year as a theme.
And I believe there was a recent call on call out for ideas for countries next year. So if anyone has a suggestion for a country, there's a chat room right there. Let's get some ideas for engagement. What kind of countries do you want to see? I personally would love to see either Chile or Peru. That would be fun.
Oh, yes.
Machu Picchu themed.
And our club president is actually commenting in the chat right now. Hello, Lauren. That glitter dates, so the dates for the glitter bomb spiel should be out soon, but it's expected to be in early October. But those dates and then remaining dates for the rest of our spiels will be later in the summer.
And the Glitter Bomb Spiel is the United States' first LGBT inclusive bomb spiel. We actually have a second one now. Seattle is starting the Over the Rainbow, which is going to be in May. So it's nice to see more inclusive bomb spiels occurring in the United States. I still need to go to the Glitter Bomb Spiel. I've been meaning to.
I volunteered at Glitter this year, and it was so much fun.
Oh.
Of course, we do not want glitter on the ice, but
Mike Dunnam.
Yes,
Beautiful draw.
Yeah.
Also,
that was on sheet C there.
Yeah, beautiful draw. It leaves it very enticing for the hit. You could try to pick it out, but if you hit it too thick, you're just going to run the red back. So beautiful placement by Mike Dunnam on sheet C.
Yeah, nice big sigh as he came down, and
the sweepers also breathed a sigh of relief.
So we've
fist
got
bump with his vice Erik there. So well done.
We've got Steve Johnson and sheet D with a hammer. This is a draw for 2. Looks like
sheet D.
Sheet D draw.
Let's see what we've got going on.
Sweepers down, just be on the safe side. Jasi sweeping, Cody's there. Brian Dauernheim hitting every rock he can. That's yellow. Nicely done on sheet B to do a run back with a couple, with 2 takeouts, moving some of the thick granite in the house. Now you got 1 red. The button is exposed. There's some backing, but nicely done.
Yeah, sponsorships perks really, our Slanger Danger really opened that up.
Yep. Nice hit and roll on sheet A. Can it sit enough? Yep. Nice hit and roll from curl down for what to hit a counter on the right side. So the top 8 rolled frozen solid to Parental Army's back counter. So.
Okay, so Team English. We had the wrong rock thrown on Team C or sheet C.
All right, so
the
Scott
wrong color, so
they're switching them out.
Yes.
Scott Dunnam on his first looks like it's gonna be a draw, right to pin. Sweepers are on it to try to get some curl action happening here.
Looks like they're sweeping vigorously.
Yep.
I've been corrected in the chat. Lauren wanted to make sure that I corrected myself. So we have 3 major external spiels, if you include the glitter, of course. And then she also pointed out we also have the PCC Junior Spiel in early November as well.
Yeah.
As another fairly major external spiel.
And Bo's commenting that he has thrown the wrong colored rock before, and I can honestly admit that I have as well. So.
Not me. I am a perfect thrower, and nothing bad has ever happened when I throw any of my rocks. Obviously lies right there. Oh, yeah,
So
I know. That's
might
why
be a
I
little
had
heavy, little wide
Yeah.
for 2. So just 1 for red.
1
on,
red on sheet C.
So
And-
that is for Parent Trap.
And just an update on sheet D as well. It looks like Steve got his deuce on sheet D. So for the D event final, Bandit Johnson's from Bucks County is up 2-1 over RPI. RPI has hammer, and it looks like we got back of the house action on sheet D as well. Sheet A, trying to unlock the back 2 stones. Yellow's shooting counter right now. Open some things up. So for curl down for what's last, there is an opportunity for a double, and they can do a little bit of a roll to force Parental Army into a force of 1 here.
Okay, here comes Slanger Danger's first red skip rock. Looks like it's
Little
going to be
high.
a little wide. Well, it did bump that yellow a tiny bit, so.
Provides a little bit more backing for.
Yeah, so they are sitting 1 red right now, it looks, from our angle.
Yeah, but the problem is going to be you hit it just right. There's enough separation on the back red and yellow that a run back will sit 4 yellow. And that's looked like what Scott's going for. If you hit it just off the nose a hair, runs right into the red, lose the red, keep 4, counter a 4, and force Dave into a small house for a single.
But Slanger Danger has a hammer, so see if he can make this shot.
And it's looking like the last
very doable.
red rock on sheet A.
Oh, Bo wants to remind everybody that he said almost. He almost did the wrong color rocks.
Oh, okay. Stand corrected.
Ooh, nice double.
Almost a nice double on that one.
But did get indeed to be the
On
second
sheet A.
shot.
Sheet B, it looks like the attempt on the raise to pop the yellow out was just a hair on the wide side. So we have we have a Slanger Danger sitting one right now. Looks like it'd be a draw
For two.
Needs to be full 4 for 2. He just saw the line though, so should be pretty comfortable all around on what to expect on this line and this draw here. So all the games so far early on competitive. Everyone seems evenly matched. Seems like a lot of fun. Nothing too ridiculous out there, which is what we kind of want for an event final. Everyone evenly matched, having a lot of fun, and for the B's and C's probably a little tired because they only got an hour's rest between their semifinals and finals.
Well, the semifinals that we had at 10 o'clock, there were 2 sheets that came down to basically final rock, so it was very exciting. Okay, here comes David's rock.
Needs to curl.
Brian is hollering that it needs to curl.
They're calling for weight. Brian wants to curl. They're curling a bit now. Looks a bit light. They can drag it, but it looks like it's going to be top 8.
Oh, Mike.
They're going to...
Give that drag at the...
no.
Just missed it.
One red for Slanger Danger.
Yep. And at the same time, Parental Army on sheet A going for the double only gets the 1 and rolls. So actually it'd be a steal of 1 for curl down for what? So we've got a 2-0 on sheet A in favor of curl down for what? We've got a 1-point game on sheet B favoring Slanger Danger. Sheet C, we've got 2-1 favoring Team English from Potomac. And on sheet D, we've got 2-1 favoring Bucks County Band of Johnsons against RPI.
All right, here we go. Naomi is throwing the first rock of the third end here.
A little bit of a dance break, trying to keep the energy up.
It's okay. You're allowed to take a breath. All right, nice guard there from Naomi. So it looks like they're calling for the draw behind. Looks like it's not a guard. It's coming in. And it'll be sitting there in the 12 foot.
Nice takeout from Parent Trap, it looks like, on sheet C. Leaving the house open.
We do have a request from our chat to put an emphasis on the what for curl down for what, but I would probably be too loud for that. But thanks, Bo, for that suggestion. I will do my best. So hit being asked for from Naomi on sheet B. Courtney and Brian said it was a little down. The line is drifting out of hair, but if it's nose, it'll count for 1.
Coming in.
Nice. So good weight from Naomi. Good sweep all around. Sitting 1 in the wings. And Scott Dunnam calling for the draw behind the off center guard from David Yeager, lead for sponsorship perks.
Okay. We've got a new commentator joining us.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi, friend.
Hello. So great to be here.
Why don't you
Thank you so much.
introduce yourself to everybody on our chat?
I shall. My name is Erin Andrews. I'm on, or I was curling on the Canada Geese team. We did not make it to these games, obviously, but it was a great bonspiel, and I'm really enjoying watching everything sort of come together for the teams that are here. It's great seeing some of the teams that we played against and thinking we helped.
We tried to get there. We tried to get there because we played against you on our second match. And we had a lot of fun playing against you all on Friday.
That's an
Absolutely.
excellent positive attitude to have.
Thank you.
You help these other teams get into the finals.
Indeed. We were part of the journey.
And which club are you with again?
Well, actually, we're a bit of a composite team.
Okay.
My sister and I curl out of the Royal Canadian Navy Curling Club in Ottawa.
Oh my goodness, I love Ottawa.
It's fun, yeah. And my parents curl out of the Smiths Falls Curling Club, which is about an hour outside of Ottawa, kind of southwest.
I have a friend who was in Ottawa, and I went to Interlude one
Winterlude,
year.
yeah?
Winterlude.
Nice.
And skated the whole
Rideau Canal.
Yes, the whole I forget how long it was. It was a kilometer, so I always forget. But it was a lot of fun.
Yeah,
and I only toe picked once.
However, I'm really excited for you to explain the actual curling club that you all have.
Oh yeah, we're actually registered under the Kilmarnock Curling Club, and that is because my parents live on Kilmarnock Island, which is in the middle of the Rideau River. And what my dad does every year is he builds a curling rink on the river. And we've been able to curl out there, I think, for 3 years now. We've been able to have a little bonspiel of our own of anybody who can kind of come out and make it. We got a set of used Little Rocks. We got some hacks. He's got a pebbler. We really go to town with it. It's tons of fun.
Okay, you clearly have the coolest curling club of anyone. That is so awesome.
I don't know.
Thanks.
I don't know. I mean, like, as a plain fielder, the two sheet. No, you're absolutely right. No, you're right. It's the fact that you could curling on a river, curling on the river.
Yep.
I'm sorry.
Oh,
I'm
absolutely.
Actually, not
I'm
sorry.
here for
That
it.
was great. I thought when you showed us the photos of it, it was really cool to see that. So.
There was a nice draw on our feature sheet just past the red guard.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if Rob starts singing, we're gonna have to cut him off.
Oh. In my defense. Anyway, sheet D, we're already on Skips Rocks. We're looking at RPI about ready to their first of 2 Skips Rocks. They do have hammer.
Chris is on his way down. He's gonna let the sweepers know what his plan and intention is, and
Starting Skips Rocks also on sheet D.
Nice.
Sheet C, I mean. What happened on sheet B, Lena?
Nice hit and roll from Courtney on sheet B for Schlanger Danger, and nice hit and roll for first shot.
That's a great position to be in. You
Yeah.
only see a sliver. You only see about half of the red rock from the hack on the outer portion of it. So Scott Dunnam just asking for the draw behind. You can freeze. You can lock on. You've got a lot of options there. If you freeze to the top on that T line, even angled enough, really good. It would be a good advantage rock for Dunnam if this gets locked on off center.
Even a little bit of a tap wouldn't be too bad, because then you get a bit of a catcher's mitt back there.
Yeah.
Big chance for a jam sandwich.
It's a bit wide, though, so there needs to be a lot of curl that happens here. The curling's starting a lot now, actually. A little bit
it's
lighter of a
diving.
handle. A little bit of a lighter handle, too. So
Oh, they're really dragging it.
Yeah.
that I will say you do get punished on this ice if you do a light handle, regardless of draw or hit. So if you're I think Erik Clausen, is it, or head ice maker, did a brilliant job with this ice, but you have got to be very careful. 3 rotations on the delivery, or you're going to get punished on the finish. So.
Yes, I tend to have kind of a light handle, so I'm trying to work on that myself. So.
How did you enjoy the ice on your visit down here? Did you have how were your games like? Did you have one game in particular or one shot in particular that you and your team want to talk on before?
The ice has been great. It's a little slower than what we're used to, but it's been, pretty consistent and great level of curl. Lets you make some fun shots for sure. In terms of sort of shots to brag about, as it were, I think my dad made a really lovely double takeout, and I have benefited from my very strong sweepers. They've saved my butt so many times putting my rocks where they need to be.
It truly is a team sport.
Yeah.
You've got to, throw it well, sweep it well, and sometimes you can help each other out.
Speaking of team shots, it's looking like we're getting ready to throw a hammer on sheet D. RPI and RPI and the Band of Johnson's doing a great job keeping it clean and going for a quicker game. And it looks right now Band of Johnson's yellow sitting 1, so this might actually be a blank attempt for RPI, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, good solid hit off the nose for a blank for RPI.
And they actually knocked us out last night, and they were absolutely shooting the lights out, especially with those hits. So I think excited to see that keep going.
Yeah.
Chris is definitely.
So you should be seeing that hit weight rock come into the screen now.
There they go.
Sweeper's sweeping it vigorously to try to get a roll. Hit and roll out. So RPI gets the blank.
Blank and
Nicely
well
done. Speaking of hits, Andy Dunnam being asked to do a double here. Gets the double. Well, yeah, gets a double. Yep. Sits yellow exposed, but they are sitting 2 right now.
Yep. Brian's in the hack. He's getting ready to. It's like David's calling for a hit.
It looks like Team English on sheet C is getting ready for a takeout.
Do you think they're going for the double? If so, that's hardly any ice, but.
Yeah, they're already on it for straight as well, so. There's great communication between the thrower and the vice for curler for sweep, gets contact, just crosses the. I don't know if it came up the front or the back of it, but it's counter still, but it's still red sitting 1.
Yep.
But that's not bad. I like that roll behind.
Yep. Andy Dunnam being asked to do the exact same line for a double again. Doubles a little bit closer this time around. Super's on it. Gets the contact.
Oh, nice.
Ooh. But pop that stone out into the open.
Yep.
Yep.
And it's close. They still might be sitting 2.
Yellow is sitting 2, but I think the plan is for them to. Or I don't know. Maybe the red one is second.
It looks.
Well, right now, I think the discussion is yellow drawing into that fold over there, so that if they sit 1-2 on that side, because looking down the line here, you can see about half of the yellow shot rock. So if Dave comes in and draws to like top 4, top 8, maybe even the counter, it does block up any easy hit off their shot rock. So.
Okay, so this is David's first skip rock, and it looks like we're going to be on hammer after Parent Trap finishes up sweeping their rock and guarding up their red that's on the button there on sheet C. So Emily is having a quick chat with her vice on sheet C, and Stacy and Alison are prepared to sweep.
Bo, I want to thank you very much in the chat room for putting 2 B's on my name. I really appreciate it. Thank you for spelling my name correctly. I never complain about the 1B, but whenever I see somebody that writes in 2, my heart just warms up a little bit. Like, oh, you get it. Thank you. All right. Weight looks real good here on the draw. Just little warm. I think it's about more than half of this for their
All right.
first shot.
If we go ahead and shift our attention to sheet C, we've got Hammer. Emily English is going to be throwing that.
Looks like they're going for the long double. I like it. I think. Or I guess perhaps they're going for the run back on their own.
We're about to find out.
Sure are. Well, great thing about that sort of positioning of the rocks is that either one is a great plan B.
Right, but the smack dab in the crotch there would actually not. So
True.
any good nose hit would be great for the run back.
All right, she's got one, just one.
Oh, manages to find that left port there.
Yep.
So now it's tied on sheet C, 2 apiece. Parent Trap versus Team English.
So we've got on our feature sheet, Scott Dunnam throwing their first of 2 skips rocks. Sheet A, we'll be on our last rocks on sheet A for the third end here. So Scott Dunnam, looks like it's just going to be a nice low weight hit on the red shooter. They wanted to cross the nose just enough so that the takeout doesn't mess up any of the yellows sitting in the back of the house.
Looks like it's curling quite a bit. Just made it pass.
Yeah.
Beautiful shot.
Scott's done a great job getting 4 rotations on his releases. You can't really count them out on their fundamentals. Like, always great on the rotation, always great releases. Kind of annoying to watch it, but it's also really great to watch. Like, that's great skill, but not against me, please.
Yeah. So Slanger Danger does not have hammer, so this is their Ross rock. They've got 3 in the house, but sponsorship perks is a definitely sitting shot right now, so somehow they're going to have to deal with that rock. And then hope that sponsorship perks has a little bit of error on their final rock.
Yeah, I think I like the freeze on the back one.
I do too.
But,
I like exactly where Brian's broom is great. You
But
want to nestle right between those 2 yellows. A freeze is great, a little bit higher is great as well, but if you can get smack dab between the 2, it's not ideal. Nothing's ideal here, but if you can limit them to a shot for 1 is better than a shot for 4.
I really like the freeze on that back yellow, or if I was feeling really bold, I might try draw to the other side of the 4. Make them work hard for that slash double, or just outdraw me.
I like that. That's a good idea. It's an ambitious way to force them into something that they weren't expecting. I like that. I always like that level of unpredictability.
It's always good to make them work for that final shot.
Yeah, when you make the team who has the hammer have to think really hard about that last shot, you can feel good about that end.
The more they think and the more they talk, the better the throw actually was. Yeah.
Oh, beautiful draw on Team C.
Keep it
or on
going.
sheet C, Parent Trap.
Get it right under there. Nice.
Nicely done.
Beautiful. That's gorgeous.
Looking from the warm room side, you do see about half of that shot stone thrown by Dave.
I mean, you could get both those reds out. You lose your back yellow there, but I mean, if you could get to it with some weight, you can split them all out and then maybe even keep your shooter.
Yeah, but this line doesn't seem like it's going to be that weight, though. You need to throw a good...
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
True. Certainly where they've got the broom, I don't think that's what they're going for.
So we just had Skips Rocks thrown on sheet A. And it was a steal of 1 by Curl Down for what? Red. Sorry, Curl Down for wood. And here we go for Skips Rocks hammer throw on sheet B. Julie Yeager calling for the hard sweep. Look like
Oh, this is
Ooh,
crashing.
I don't think they're there. Oof.
all right.
Steal of
One for sure.
Maybe
I think
two.
it's, yeah.
Oh, I think it's one. I think that there's a
The top yellow one.
yeah, the one
there
that
is-
Julie's looking at right now looks to be
Measure
outcounting.
it. Measure it.
Well, they're certainly going to look at it pretty hard.
Yep.
I don't
And
know.
it doesn't cost extra to measure.
No, it never does.
Yeah,
and
they're
it's not
Especially with no
measuring.
time limit.
unlimited time. So why not?
Exactly.
They're
It's all
measuring.
good.
Yeah, don't leave money on the table.
I always kind of feel like if you have to look at something like more than twice, it's worth measuring.
Yeah, I've always erred as a sweeper. I love it when people measure because I can have a little bit of a breather, and I love that.
True.
It's
And it's
interesting
always
here,
good practice too. Yeah.
here in the warm room. It even looks slightly different, even though it's the same camera. But it looks here on the screen. Which is what's live stream. Looks like yellow might be closer, but up overhead,
Yeah.
it's much.
It's hard to
definitely
do.
worth the measure.
So after 3 ends, we're going to cycle out one of our commentators here. It's been a pleasure. Thank you all very much for allowing me to spew out nonsense. Everyone in the chat room, thank you very much. I had a blast. I want to thank again the volunteers, my competitors. Canadian geese were a lot of fun to play with. Thank you so much. And I hope I run into you all very soon. Thank you all very much. And I'm going to give this over to Jamie now. Jamie, you ready to go? All right. Thank y'all.
Hello, everybody.
Hi, Jamie.
How's it going?
Pretty good.
Yeah? Can I come and join you up high? To be continued, Andrea. All right. I'm
All
gonna
right.
get
So
a
we're
share
looking. So
I
we're
can come and
looking
join
at
you.
the
Give me a hot second,
measuring here
please.
on sheet B. Dylan's like intently watching the screen. Red.
So that would be 2 for Slanger Danger?
Yep. A steal of 2.
Steal a 2 for Schlanger Danger.
It's like Sponsorship Perks has some ground to make up.
Yeah. Entirely doable. They're a very, very good team.
Oh, yes.
And they've certainly been in every end.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's been an inch here, an inch there, and yep.
Got a flash through on sheet C.
No, hearing about your curling club, it makes me want to go back to Ottawa again. I loved Ottawa.
Let's go.
Oh, well, you would be most welcomed. I would love to show you around.
Skate on the world's longest skating rink, the Rideau Canal.
So I had heard that it wasn't freezing. Did it ever freeze?
Not this year, no.
Oh my God, that's like devastating because I mean, I flew up to meet my friend who lives in Ottawa and we just like picked a day and hoped that, but I mean, this was like 8-10 years ago. So, but yeah, so it just worked out that, you know, I packed my skates and it worked out that the weekend I picked, it was good.
Most years, if you're there
Yeah.
in sort of January, February, you can get out on the canal, but Mother Nature did not cooperate this time.
Used to hate when I lived there. I lived off of Cooper Street and went to Ottawa U.
Yeah.
And it was nice because I could, in the winter, cross the canal. It was a 5-minute walk.
Did you ever skate to your classes?
I used to skate to work, too.
Nice.
Used to work at the bookshop. In the summer, I had to walk all the way up, all the way back down. So I always saw that thaw and went, oh.
You weren't willing to swim it.
You do not want to go in that canal.
No, no, no.
Yeah.
Yeah, we went to the Canadian Mint, which was super cool. We just had a great time irritating Seven, who was our tour guide, asking random weird questions.
I think they love it when you're engaged.
Yes.
Well, it was just the two of us. I mean, it was in the middle of February. Nobody was there. And he's like, oh, my God, people came for a tour.
I've actually never been to the Mint.
It's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
If you go down into the vaults, they let you hold a piece of gold, and you just look at it and think, like, I could buy 5 houses. But, like, there's so much security, and it's so
Yeah.
heavy.
So they
You're
won't
never
let you
getting
keep
it
it?
out.
Oh, okay.
But it's just kind of mind-boggling to hold it and know what this is.
Yeah. Nice.
They did have a bar of gold, but it was like chained in like the visitor area, so we didn't get to go down into the depths. So that might be something that they don't do anymore. But yeah, it was quite interesting. All right, here we go. We've got the last lead rock coming down for sponsorship perks.
A really nice draw over on sheet D.
Oh my God, that house is
Packed.
It's busy. Yep.
yeah. There's a
But with
lot on
Wow.
red
sheet.
sitting 3, it looks like.
Yep.
From this angle, at least. Oh, yep.
Are they on skip rocks yet? Can you tell?
Yeah, they
Yeah.
are.
Okay.
It looks like they're on last skip rock.
Yeah.
And then hammer.
That is quite a busy house.
I like those angles he's pointing out with his delivery device. That looks like possibly lining up some fun bang, bang, bang.
Bang, bang, says Vic. And young Sam.
Yes, young Sam would be crash, bang, boom.
And sheet C, it looks like, is attempting to peel this guard.
And
Again.
it looks like they might just be able to get a couple of stones.
Oh
out of the
my
way.
gosh. there you
Everything
go.
moves.
Love opening things up like that. Nice rock thrown by George.
That moved a
Shirk.
lot of stuff around.
Serious renovations going on.
Well said. I like that.
Well, you know,
And a
move things around in
disappointed
the house.
grunt by the vice of what team is that? Parent Trap?
Yeah.
Yes, Lena.
All right, we've got the last of the Band of Johnson's rocks coming down. In the hack, getting ready to throw. Here we go. Waiting for, it's a really heavy rock. You should be seeing it really quickly on the far side of your screen. Oh, and they just
On the
jam on
guard.
their own guard.
Oh no.
It was a valiant effort.
Sometimes you just got to throw it and see what happens when you're stuck in a predicament like
Check
that.
and pray.
I mean, it sure wasn't easy by any stretch, but I think the triple really was there. It was
Yeah.
a good
Yeah.
try.
The
looking for
geometry
that
was
one.
there.
Yeah.
All right. Courtney's getting ready on sheet B to go ahead and throw her. Her second rock. Parent trap over here. Kyle is throwing very, they're all sweeping very furiously. Oh my god.
Trying to get as much cover as possible. on
Erik
that
is
shot
not
rock.
giving up on that one. Sorry, I got grab. Nothing like being at the curling club and having everybody try to call you.
Nice hit of the last sponsorship perks rock out of the house on B.
Gorgeous, gentle weight there to get around those guards. Just
dialed it in right.
Yep. All right, Emily's got her work cut out for her against that house. Oh, did we see what the final was on D?
Looked like 3 or 4? 3.
Three.
3. So missed that draw.
Still a very good end for them.
Still don't hate taking 3 in an end. Yeah.
certainly not.
All right. So a shot here looking to probably pop out that red and roll under, you think? Yeah.
I would like that
Will
call.
this
yeah.
rock get
Follow
around the
him down.
guard?
It's by.
Yes.
It's by, and it's going to
much
have
roll?
enough
Roll.
roll
Nice.
to do what it needs to do.
Beautiful
Oh.
shot.
Almost overrolled a little bit. Is that now exposed through the port?
That's a really tight port, so I think that's still a very good shot.
Brian pointing out the run back. I think David agreeing. And if we're a little narrow, we can hit it. Yeah, so he doesn't like the gap. And Courtney Shaw telling us they've got about a quarter of it. Courtney Shaw, easy to hear on this.
Courtney is a very good communicator. You cannot mistake her voice.
Yep.
And sometimes that's more important even than what you're saying. Just like making sure that your sweepers know it's you who's talking.
We had a fun night on the first Tuesday, excuse me, in our social league, and I yelled sweep, excuse me. I'm so sorry. And 6 brooms hit the ice. And the guy beside me said, "Whoa!" And then 6 brooms came up. So the 3 of us were yelling at each other. We were trying to yell at our sweepers. The sweepers were all listening to all 3 of us. So by the time they got down to the ice, we were yelling, "Not me, not me, sweep."
Yep. That's why I tell my skip we need like special code words because you know things like go and no sound the same to me.
And whoa. And apparently, as I learned this weekend, bow.
Oh,
what?
I was yelling sweep bow. My second this weekend.
And they thought it was
They
go.
heard whoa.
Oh,
and
whoa,
then they stopped
yes.
sweeping. So we started calling him doer.
and it looks like Schlanger Danger just very
Just-
narrowly
just,
missed the
yeah.
shot rock.
Skinnied off the guard there.
Yep.
So looks like sponsorship perks trying to drop that back in. Leave the guard.
That'd be a good plan.
Do you want to come in or do you want to keep that high?
I would keep it high because you don't want to. I mean, to have it out count, you're going to be awfully close.
And maybe give up that double.
Yeah.
Or offer the double at least.
So, yeah. I mean, if the Reds were farther back, I would say hit the top 12. But if you hit the top 12, you're still not out counting. So, it looks like they're trying to come in. So they're
Just a little
gonna
deep.
they're gonna out count it. So.
I think I would love just like the tiniest hair out counting because then if you hit it, like you leave it so even if they hit it, they're not.
You're still
Yeah.
above your rocks.
Exactly.
So they are going to hit it. We'll just see what happens if they can get that back rock as well.
Yeah. The double is certainly there.
Oh my gosh, that's an on the button over there on sheet B.
Nice rock. On sheet B.
On sheet D, sorry.
All right, Brian's
So
rock in motion.
one yellow on sheet C for Team English. They managed to get out of that pickle they were in.
And you're about to see.
Oh.
Oh.
Barely nicked the guard and
So
missed the
not
shot
the
rock.
worst. Yeah, cut him down.
It
by
opened
one.
it up, cut him down to the 1.
And looks like Andy just wants to. Oh, going aggressive.
Be aggressive.
I am being pointed at by Rob Young leaving us. 1 second, we're going to say goodbye. Rob can bring the hugs to us, hopefully. Be good. I'll see you this week.
Okay, so they're just watching that rock come down. They're ready if it needs a sweep at the end, which it looks like it does. They are sweeping furiously.
And that's going to freeze.
Rock right on top.
Almost.
I say go for it, blow it up.
Blow it up. Jen calling the hit. What do Lena and Aaron call?
Still the hit. Just get
Still
it
the
right in the
hit.
crotch there.
Right in the crotch.
See if you can get both of those
Blow
rocks
it up.
out.
Yeah.
Yep,
All right,
blow
we
it
are
up.
4 for 4 on this. Mr. Klensky does not have a headset. Does Dylan like the hit? I see the quiet nod. So we are 5 for 5 on hit them and get rid of them.
Blow it up.
Because of the angle of the rocks, with the one on the left-hand side of the center line being slightly back, you'd have to get it just right in order to get both.
Yeah, there's no way you can come if you hit only the rock on the center line and move them both out. So you really have to crotch that.
Get the one on the left on the right-hand side of nose.
All right.
Yeah. It has been swinging a fair bit, so you could even almost get past it to hit the other one first, but cleaner certainly if you just hit it in the crotch there.
Yeah. Courtney's coming down to advise as well.
She's describing the same thing we're discussing. The only problem is if you don't make it across. Yeah. I'm sure they're happy to know that we agree with them.
Or that they agree with us.
They agree with us.
Yeah, they agree with us.
There was a sign in Chaska Curling Club, and it was, "May you curl as well, or may you make calls as well as the people on the other side of the glass."
Oh, yeah.
That's a nice
It's
one.
very easy for us to say, "Oh yes, you should do this."
I've won so many Scotties Tournaments of Hearts from my couch.
Oh, absolutely. It's the best place to
So
play.
many.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
All right, David's headed down.
All right.
They have a plan.
Naomi and Courtney ready to sweep. And that room implies normal control?
I would think so.
Okay.
Blow it up, wait.
Blow it up, wait. We did sharpen the rocks last week for the juniors, so they are more swingy than usual.
Yeah. I like going for the control weight there because then if you do end up hitting the high one first, you have a prayer of sticking around at least.
Yeah, yeah.
No, that is a very good plan.
All right. More than yours, the call. Yeah, that's already moving.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, Brian calling hard.
Oh, wow.
I think I like this.
They got it. Whoa,
Yeah,
whoa, whoa.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, no.
I think the concern there, if it started to move, it was going to take off,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah,
So he's sweeping
yeah,
and
they
it's
were
being narrow.
they were sweeping for line.
This line has been extremely swingy down the middle on B.
So the minute they let it go, I've seen those rocks just dive
jump.
left. So I don't hate what they did.
No, no. Well, and they did manage to keep that shooter, which is great.
Yeah, and that yellow rock's still exposed. And it is team sponsorship perks with Hammer, correct? Okay.
Correct.
Yes. So this is the
And they
first
have
of their
two.
skips rocks.
Okay, so we got some time.
Yeah.
Yeah. At least when you have the hammer, one at a time is good fishing.
Good fishing, I like that.
Nice hit
Let's
and
give
roll
it a-
on sheet C from Parent Trap. No, I'm so sorry, from Team English.
And yes, Bo, I was calling you Bill frequently yesterday. I apologize for that. Right, so the draw in. So Andy, just throw in the same draw, right, in place?
That's a nice rock.
Yeah, no, I really like that. So
Hey.
less hittable in this case, right? Because
Well, I think
the
these
backing.
can still get it.
I don't hate it.
Like, with how much that last one tried to
Yeah.
jump,
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, if you can control that.
Very doable.
I see the squeak in the port or even jamming off on that red one. And what you might do if you miss wide is jam the yellow, pop the red one out, and then pop your own shooter out, leaving them 1-2.
I mean, I think the double is there all day.
Yeah,
And you don't even need big weight for it. Like,
that's fair. Yeah,
because you
that's
don't
right.
need
That
to get them
control.
all the way out. You just
Yeah.
need to get them out to the 12
Yes.
foot.
Yeah,
Good point.
yeah.
So this is what happens when you have 3 skips on the same team. They all
Consult.
they all converge.
Fun
Yes.
inside fact. The argument over who got to skip was determined by I am the worst sweeper. So they were all
That's
trying
fair
to
enough.
downplay their own abilities because they didn't want to sweep. All of these are this is easily 3 of the best curlers at our club.
I don't know. Sweeping helps warm you up when you're out there on the cold ice. When you're skipping, you're just standing there. And
Yeah, you see Dave in a jacket and Courtney in a t-shirt. Indicating
Yes.
one of them is, yeah.
Well, and this is a lot of games in not many days, too. So there's something to be said for conserving energy.
And if I'm not mistaken, they played 4 games leading up to the A finals for the A event, correct?
4 or 5? Yeah, I think you're right. 4.
I think
Sounds about right.
this is the 5th game
the 5th
for
game.
these teams.
Yeah.
I believe that all of the other teams in different event finals have played more.
Okay. Yes. Yeah. Our
even
skip
the
master.
D event,
The
the D event and the A event, I think are.
We could wander and grab the computer. We could actually answer that if we'd like. Or are we just bantering?
Yes.
Okay. Then let's say 5.
I believe that this is the 5th game for the A
Well,
event.
you remember the rule on the internet? Since we're on the internet, the best way to find out a fact is to be wrong on the internet.
Oh, yeah.
So let's just say 4 and 5, and someone correct
Yes,
us in chat.
I'm sure somebody might chat us if we are incorrect there.
We played 4 games because we only won 1. All right.
Okay, Brian.
Call of Woe. So they opted
They
for the
kind of feel
run
like
back,
a little
Okay.
indecisive there.
Which I
Well, that's
don't-
what Courtney wanted.
Yeah,
Ooh.
Well, that will work for them.
That'll
That
be
cuts
good
them down
enough.
from 2 to 1.
Yeah.
That worked out okay.
And it looks like this is going to be. I'm trying to see past
Complicated decision for.
players and skips here. If you're Andy Dunnam, do you have the double to sit 3 or 4?
I mean, that's a long slash double.
Right?
That is. And it's risky with
Yeah.
shot rock in play.
Yeah.
Well,
I don't know if it's all that risky. Like, I think as long as you don't hit it on the outside, you're fine. And if you are going for that slash, you need to hit it really thin.
It's a big miss to risk your own rock. So, all right. Looks
I
like
think-
they're calling the outturn hit here.
Or are we just drawing in? Unclear.
I'm going to suggest based on the placement of the broom by the rock instead of on the tee line.
Yeah, you're probably right then. Yep.
It happens from time to time. I try to.
only occasionally for Jamie, though.
Well, that's why we say it out loud to acknowledge it, because it's so rare.
Very true.
Yeah, Lena, one of my former Tuesday teammates, and Spiel teammates.
We marked
And,
the occasion.
Her very first year, she got piped on. Her very first Spiel, she got piped on.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
Congratulations.
One of the very few first years run out with under 5. Made it to Sunday.
All right, here it comes.
And the hit.
One,
and there
and
is
it's
that.
trying really hard.
no.
Oh, just
that
over the
was
top.
so close.
It was there. 1 yellow, bringing them back into the game.
Yeah. That was a good try.
Yeah.
That was so close.
Those are the shots you just love to see attempted.
Oh,
like
yeah.
even
Go big.
Go big or go home, yeah. But even when that kind of a shot is being thrown against you, there's a part of you at least that's really hoping they make it because it's just too cool.
Oh, every time. I say that all the time. Like, if they make this,
They deserve it.
Yeah.
yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh, I totally agree. I really like seeing great curling and good shots. And
Yeah.
if I put somebody in a position where they have to make a good shot and they make it, kudos to them.
That's the game.
And it's just, it brings so much energy to
Yeah.
the whole rink, like
Yeah.
both teams. It's so
Yeah.
cool to watch those materialize.
And when you know the warm room is watching you,
Yes.
you
more
hear
so.
the applause, you see the eye contact.
Yep.
Read that body language.
I was unable to read the body language.
Brian Dauernheim, I'm asking the booth a question, and none of us knew what he was talking about.
I thought he was asking for a shot, but that's just me. I'm kidding.
Draw weight in
I
the
think that might
glass.
be a little projection. Would anybody like a drink while I'm getting it?
Me,
Okay,
please.
I see 2 thumbs ups. I shall return. 3 thumbs ups.
My subliminal messaging worked.
another very busy house on Sheet C over here.
Yes, it's hard to tell.
I think all these people lived in D.C. the way they're piling it up like the Beltway, man. Yep.
That's quite the catcher's mitt. Like, I think you'd have to work hard to put one through there.
It's going to be another guard there on sheet B from Sponsorship Perks. Definitely a rock they could do something with later. David is calling for the draw behind. So Naomi is a very great curler and a fellow tee aficionado. We like sharing different tees. So
nice. I like that aggressive play of not putting up your own corner guards with a couple of points ahead, just going straight into the house. What do you think?
Just use the ones that are already there, right?
Oh, yeah. Make use of it, at least until you can peel them away.
Yeah. Exactly. I mean, they can't do any takeouts right now with those guards because of the free guard zone, as Lena previously explained to everybody.
I just want to say thanks again for letting me crash the podcast situation. I'm having a great time having this conversation. And
one of the best things about the Bondsfield is that I'm learning, as only being a second-year curler, is getting to meet all the people from other places. And actually, Lena and I are headed to Huntsville next weekend for my first out-of-town Bondsville.
And my first time skipping in anything.
Wow.
So Lena has stepped up to the plate to skip, and we have two other women going with us, so we're going to be an all-girl power team.
Very nice.
So yeah.
Very nice. Are you nervous about skipping?
Oh, most certainly. But I've been paying attention this weekend. But
Excellent.
I think U5's strategy will be a little bit different than what we've seen this weekend.
Maybe. I mean, it's always nice to have your plan B and your plan C in your back pocket. But I love curling with newer curlers. At my club we have a very casual draw curling league on Monday nights, and you see a lot of more experienced curlers with the novices kind of paired up and learning things. And I love the creative calls that you end up figuring out, because sometimes, you call a draw and you don't know what you're getting as it comes out of the player's hand, but you got to find something good to do with it.
Sometimes I've had my draw weight be backline weight, and then the skip's like, okay, an actual guard this time, Jennifer, an actual guard. Sometimes you're heavy, and we have a lot of opportunities like that here. I come and play Tuesdays at 5 o'clock, and it's all ad hoc. You get mixed up with different players, and some of the players who've been around a long time are really generous with advice and suggestions, and they're like, try it. If it works, great. If it doesn't, move on to something else.
Absolutely. And that's the key, I think.
And then we also have a really awesome program on Saturday mornings where we have 12 slots available for people who want to come try to curl. And so early in the morning we do an hour of instruction, then we have a full breakfast.
Wow.
And then afterwards we all go and we split up into usually 2 members and 2 newbies, and we play a complete game until noon. Great. And then our college curlers come in and have the ice at like 12:30. So, yeah.
What a great way to bring people into the sport. Love
exactly. Although it is very competitive. It's the openings to get in is 8 o'clock on Wednesdays, 10 days before.
If you miss it.
And if you're not on at 8 p.m., you're not getting in. You're
We've had a-
waitlisted.
We've had a few sign-ups where, member slots and non-member slots have both been gone within, I think, 10 minutes.
No, a
is-
minute.
Oh,
it's
under a minute.
crazy.
You have to be ready. Autofill, everything.
Yeah. Oh, good call.
Shows how
Oh, Bo. So
truly
So
popular
Bo
it is.
is one of the organizers of Saturday morning. He says, we'll save 2 guest slots for Canadians if you ask.
Ooh,
So,
they've done that before.
Ooh, just ticked off.
If we're back in the area,
Yellow
I
Rock
may
for
take you up on that. That sounds like
Slanger
a
Danger.
great time.
For Schlanger Danger.
thank
Now
you,
they are
Bo.
sitting
He's-
two.
I am absolutely delighted that has become a thing.
Yes.
Bo just said, all of you who skip on Saturdays are excellent skips. So,
Hell no.
That
thank
includes
Bo.
you now too, Jen.
Yep, you're
I
part of that club.
know. I've skipped twice now on Saturday mornings.
Well, and one of them is practice for the bonspiel you guys are going to in Alabama, right?
Yes.
All right, nice rock by Andy.
Yeah, Andy's
That should move. I think
super
they're waiting for that
focused.
to move. Yeah, Andy likes to win. And there we go. There's the break.
There's the curl.
There's the S. And didn't over curl.
Nice.
Got what he needed.
Slide
Beautiful little-
right onto
Right
the
on the
button.
pin.
Yeah, almost over curl a bit. It is exposed, but challenge accepted. I do
On
see that
sheet
red and
C.
yellow. So go ahead.
Oh, sorry. Just on sheet C, we've got the last rock going and a very crowded house.
Oh,
Oh
wow.
my gosh, yeah,
Is
we
there-
should take, oh my goodness.
Can we?
So it
can
looks
we see
like
overhead?
Parent
Yeah.
Trap is sitting 1.
Wow.
And they're drawing for 2 on sheet C.
Yeah.
They're really
Hard call,
pounding
gotta
that.
go. Hard call, curl.
Okay, there we go. We're up on the
Oh,
big
I think
screen
they've
there.
got it
There
all
we go.
day.
I think that's there. Yeah,
All
it's
day,
gonna
all
bump
night.
it back.
Oh,
Happy
Nice
beautiful
draw for 2.
shot.
Gorgeous.
All right.
And that puts them in the lead.
Parent Trap has pulled ahead by 1.
2, I think. It's now 4-2. Oh, 4-3. I am wrong.
Yeah. Team English has 3.
Someone's head was between me and the 4.
How rude.
How dare they stand around off the ice
Drinking water.
drinking water?
How dare they?
How dare
For sure. All right, we're into the Vice skips rocks here on sheet B. It's like David and Brian are having a quick discussion about what should be the best plan forward here.
I like that freeze.
Do we have any messages for the folks on sheet B? All right, I guess not.
Do you have any messages for them?
Well, if I did, I wouldn't have to ask you.
I think
We'll
we
keep it handy. We're ready.
I think we should remain neutral and not try
Especially-
to get into their heads.
I think that's a great idea.
They can listen to our commentary later and
Yeah.
be like, oh,
Oh, those
what?
people.
They were
At
totally
least the
wrong.
Canadian was nice. No, not that one.
At least the, yeah, exactly.
So just the straight draw on this one. You think? Looks a little tighter than that.
Looks a little hot for that straight
It's
draw.
like,
It looks a little
it's
hot
That's
like
gotta move.
for
That's
how
gotta
wide
move.
it is.
it is.
Yeah, Naomi
it's
Huang trying to push that.
way wide.
That just didn't come back.
No, it did not.
Here comes the
Oh, there
hook.
goes,
Here
there
comes
goes.
the
It's
hook.
breaking. It's breaking.
It's gonna get a piece.
It's gonna.
No.
Oh my
Sad.
gosh.
Yeah, I
That
think
was
he
like a
wanted more backline
millimeter.
weight, Yeah.
Yeah. Couldn't have put a piece of paper between those rocks.
Yeah.
Oh, and they are,
They're gonna press their advantage.
yeah. So one of the things somebody told me is, you never want to try to give somebody the same pass twice.
That's a good advice.
Don't. If they go for a shot and miss it,
Don't let them
and
try
it
again.
makes sense,
Yeah.
there could be times it doesn't make sense, but if it makes sense, don't let them have a second bite at that apple.
Yep.
Make them do something else instead.
Great advice.
They are sweeping away.
Yeah.
Working hard for this one.
I don't
Hold
hate
that
it
line.
wherever it. Yeah, I think just to prevent the
Oh.
over curl. Oh, they got
They
almost
ticked-
lucky
they
with that
ticked
tick.
on
If
the-
that
yeah.
just the little thing. Yeah.
It does.
That worked out well for them.
Yeah.
Yeah, not a bad guard there.
All right, Brian is, hey, David's down there pondering. That's his pondering look.
It's his stance, the pondering stance as well.
Yeah. All right.
His pondering, okay, what do I do with this?
Courtney with play it tight, Dave. So if they miss narrow, maybe get through that port.
Yep.
We've got a few of our Canadian friends actually tuning in and watching, and they'd like to offer up that all of the team names are amazing.
Excellent. We were having that discussion that last name team names are okay, but this is more fun, and
It really is.
it also implies that it's like, I don't want to be Team Belfont. I'm not that egotistical. We're a team. We're not a collection of people brought by Jamie. So that shot peeled the guard out. And looks like they're just kind of, they're considering the draw, they're considering bringing it in.
I don't think that's a bad idea.
I like locking it right on top of Shot Rock.
Yeah.
Because I'm greedy.
I saw you play. You are. It worked.
Dang. She's the take no prisoners curler.
Yeah.
I am.
Yeah. Sometimes you got to go for it, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's amazing that she's so nice and lovely. It's like
My pronouns are actually they, them.
I am
Oh,
sorry. I
thank you.
apologize.
Oh, no problem. I don't think I mentioned when I introduced myself, so.
well, that's really impressive because you're like, I will beat you to a pulp, but do it in the nicest way possible because I'm Canadian.
Exactly. I'll step on your jugular, but like politely.
Yeah.
You'll do it, but pat your head and be like, it's okay.
Yeah.
You won't really die. You'll just pass out.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I'll wake you up with a cup of Tim Hortons coffee.
Ooh.
Ooh.
You've already stepped on my jugular. Like, why punish me further?
Oh. You don't
Nice.
like the Tim Hortons coffee?
I loved the Tims. It's gone downhill lately.
It has.
Oh, no.
Nice Rockford sponsorship perks. I believe that's sitting second.
Thank you, Lena, for getting us back into the game.
Yes.
Lena, eyes on the prize.
Exactly.
Keeping us
Competition.
all on
Yes.
task.
And our task now is to decide what they're calling. The triple is absolutely there.
Yeah.
With hammer, up 2, we're down 1. Up 2.
If it's me, I think I like throwing just kind of backline back 12
Yep.
and trying to give that top rock on the forefoot,
Yeah.
top yellow, the tiniest of kisses to nudge it, and then just
And
rolling
then-
on top of the shot rock.
The current shot rock.
And then even if you still have a little too much roll, you'll nudge that one and sneak in further under cover and make them outdraw you.
Yeah.
Because again, you don't have to move those all the way out. You just have to move them outside the
My
forefoot.
instinct is always to blow things up, but I think that's the better call. Is just to keep the rock in play. Let them play in the house, but you're inside.
Yeah. Although, I mean, if you felt confident about that triple, I like that too.
David can put some heat on these, so let's see what he goes. Let's see what Brian puts the broom up to.
So you're
I
much
think
better at
you're-
the strategy
I
part. We
think
just want to
Aaron
blow
called it
stuff
right.
up.
I think Aaron's given the broom for that back line.
Just gentle.
Trickle it in.
Yeah. I mean, even if you don't get your little kiss on the front one, you still bump the shot rock and snuggle in behind.
Yep.
It's how do you hit that? I don't think you do. I think you have to outdraw it, and it's a tight spot.
Hard whoa from Brian. Whoa line.
Looks a little
I
wide
think
then.
Dave might have flung this one out a little bit. It will move. There's the call for curl. It's starting to break.
Well,
Let's see if Naomi can. Yeah, I think Naomi can do
looks-
this.
it's coming.
Naomi's
Naomi.
good.
Coming. There it
If anybody
Yeah.
can do it, it's her.
Might
There it
get a
is.
tick.
There it is.
All right.
Not the worst.
Did
Not
not
bad,
move the
not
shot
bad.
rock, but cut them down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they have hammer,
Yeah.
Yeah.
so
Well, and I don't think there's a shot to blow those two out and take a whole bunch. So I think
Yeah.
that's,
Yeah.
great harm reduction right there.
Yeah.
Not bad at all.
Just like it being a doctor, first do no harm.
Mm-hmm.
And I also love referring to 40-pound chunks of granite as snuggling.
Yeah. Well, when I'm on the ice and I'm calling some freezes, I often like to say, like, just make friends.
Just make friends.
We'll snuggle up
Let
and
them
we'll
get to
be
know each other.
Yeah.
Get cozy.
Get cozy.
Just kiss.
Just kiss.
Now kiss.
Yep.
And then make up.
Sometimes the rocks are a little too chaste and I don't get that kiss I was looking for, but them's the breaks.
Those are Victorian rocks.
Indeed.
All right, here we go. This is Andy,
Love the
right?
throw by Andy. Love the weight. And yeah, he does get that handle on it quite
A
nice.
lot of rotation there.
I need to learn that skill.
I
I'm
do
accused of having
too.
crazy wrists.
I mean, that's
I
coming
tend to not throw a lot of handle too. I
It's
have to
endemic to our
practice
club,
that.
I've been told.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I mean, that's coming up on what, 6, 7, maybe
Yeah.
even 8 rotations.
Yeah.
Personally, I don't love that actually.
Really?
Like it's working really well and it's great when the rocks are really sharp, but it can, I find, especially if you have ice that tends to sort of fall towards the wall, if you get that extra rotation,
It
it's
just drifts.
never coming back.
Yeah.
Never coming back. But you know, if you're whatever it is, whatever type of rotation, if your delivery is consistent,
Yeah.
you're
As long as you're controlling it, you know what you're throwing for.
exactly.
Well, that's why we put the other event finals on the outer sheets.
Oh, we're going
right.
to get the big view? Jim Johnston saying no mercy in agreement with Aaron. I will politely break you.
Indeed. Indeed.
I will break you like a little twig and you will enjoy it.
Ooh, getting spicy up
Wow. That's a lot of Tabasco in that Caesar.
I think it's more. I think it's more the 4 hours of sleep I got.
Yeah. Some of us are running on
We
8
were
hours
up
of sleep
late.
since Thursday.
They're going boldly on sheet B, it looks like.
Yeah.
They're looking at that run back and trying to squirt them out, and
Yeah.
I'm here for it.
I love it. I also love not splitting the infinitive there.
Yes. To boldly split infinitives where no infinitives have been split before.
Grammarians in space. So, we're watching curling. I absolutely love this shot as well. This could do some damage. But also it opens it up. I mean,
This is hammer.
This is
oh,
hammer.
is this hammer?
Oh,
This
yeah.
is hammer.
Oh,
Hammer time.
this is why I'm a terrible skipper.
Yeah, run it back, catch shot, rock, and spin out, take 2. I mean, if you can
I
make
think
it
that's
happen.
gonna make the
It's
boot.
so close.
Gonna,
Oh, so close.
So close.
Cut him down to the
close.
one.
It was there.
Oh my God, that was such a good attempt.
Valiant effort.
I'd love to see that one again. I bet Dave would hit it the second time.
Oh my God, he was so
Yeah.
close.
Valiant shot.
Truly.
That was a good.
Boldly
That was
thrown.
an excellent shot, even though they missed it. Oh, here comes. Oh, they just blew up sheet C there.
It looks like Parent Trap
It's sitting
has
two.
set 2 in the house. Looks like, is this hammer? Nope, nope.
No,
This
no,
is the
no.
last skip rock for hammer, or for
No.
Parent Trap,
I
and then
don't think
hammer
so.
will be next.
I think they've got another one
Is
back
there
there.
another room
Or
back
maybe
there
I'm.
that you can see?
I see one. Maybe it's deceiving me, but I
Yep.
think this is the first skip stone.
Gotcha, gotcha.
Thank you, Dylan. Dylan pointed out the very tiny rock behind the person standing back there. So
Dylan
yes,
paying
there's.
close attention to the game because he has to. He's working our operations, operating the cameras, and
Doing an excellent job.
yeah.
Making what we're saying make any amount of sense.
Yes.
So thank you so
yes.
much.
When I say something like, "Oh, that's interesting on sheet A," he's the one cutting over.
Not an enviable position, having to make sense of our nonsense and
Right.
also like actually do the technical work.
Yeah, yeah.
Hats off to you.
And while we're throwing guards, I do definitely want to once more, because it is necessary to thank the volunteers
Absolutely.
at the club, volunteer-run club. ice crew kitchen especially, it's like having Thanksgiving for 3 days straight, feeding 100+ people. Bartenders, bar staff, warming, people just showing up, taking out the garbage, recycling, and of course our broadcasters, and everybody else, and also and especially the coordinators, Topper Waters, Lori Beatty, and Bill Eggman, our Iceman, who made this happen. It goes off so wonderfully, and it is all on the backs of a lot of love, sweat, and labor. So thank you to everybody who helps out.
Yeah, it's been great seeing everybody, you know, showing up and putting so much effort into this. It really makes us who are coming from out of town feel welcome. It's a wonderful place to be, a wonderful spiel.
Good. We love this place, and we'd like to share it.
And we're honored to share it with you.
Yeah. So you're coming back, I hope.
I hope so too.
Good.
Bo's already got 2 Saturday mornings.
Exactly.
For you.
Got to be here for Saturday morning.
Saturday morning is a whole other experience. Do we know what scrapple is?
I don't.
It is what's left
You
after
don't
the
need
hot
to know
dog.
what scrapple
It's a
is.
Pennsylvania, I'm going to use the word very, very loosely, delicacy.
Huh.
We serve that with fried eggs, breakfast,
Scrambled
food,
eggs.
scrambled eggs.
Bacon, sausage, scrambled eggs, biscuits.
And what we do is we take
And
guest
hash browns.
curlers, new curlers, invite them in, do an hour and a half or an hour or so, and teach them to curl. Then serve them a hot breakfast and throw them out and make them play. And it's always a fun time.
Sounds like it.
We're sucking the new curlers into our bubble. It's our plan
Yes.
to take over
Yes.
the entire world and have it just be a curling club.
There are far worse things.
Yeah, a 5
You know,
billion
just-
sheet club,
Just think how many conflicts could be resolved just by having a curling game.
right?
And then you broomstack afterwards.
you
So it's
broomstack
like, you
afterwards.
know,
And
you
for
fight and then you make up.
those of us who aren't curlers, broomstacking is a great old tradition. When they played it outside on the walks in Scotland, they would literally just stack their brooms together, sit around the fire, and have a whiskey. And we keep that
Oh
tradition
my
alive.
gosh, that was a beautiful,
Beautiful shot on
Just
sheet.
right through
See?
the port.
right
Nice
Yeah.
little
through
scrub
that.
to get it back.
Oh, that Emily.
Emily is on today.
She has been playing really great.
Yep. And she's playing on Sunday. Sliding up with a big smile on the face after a shot like that.
Yeah, she just
And the fist bump with George.
threaded that needle and got it where it needed to be. So Parent Trap is going to try to follow them down. They need to hit her rock that she just put in there out.
With a little more weight.
She did get a little outside roll, so you can see a bit more of it, I think. So if they follow about the same path, he might be able to get a bit more inside roll this time, and that'll put him in a good position for sure.
Okay.
Oh, nice job peeling those guards away on
Clear
the
it out.
Opening up.
Oh, just skinnied that top guard, and he is losing it. Big jam sandwich at the back.
So they're still sitting a shot, the yellow, so. Okay, so the plan is to hit that other one out so that they can be sitting two.
Yep. Get a nice little roll behind the guard would be nice too.
Yeah, so this is her last rock, so this is her last chance here.
With
Is
that much ice, do you think she's just going for like a little bump?
Does she have to?
She doesn't have to.
Well,
I
I
guess
mean-
she
I
could
mean-
just sit right on top. Yeah, you're
mean, use
absolutely
the
right.
backing, but,
Exactly. Yeah.
I'm going to say this. All she has to do is hit the 8 foot. And Bo and Andrea, don't throw things at me, please, just yet.
That's true.
And a quick update over on sheet A, quite a few rocks in the house.
Oh my goodness.
And it
Oh,
looks
wow.
like yellow, which is yellow is sitting shot. Not
okay,
sure what
there.
team that is.
Yeah, yellow is definitely sitting shot, and that is...
Quite a few rocks
Parental
in the house.
Army.
Who is that? Parental Army?
Parental Army.
Oh, we've got a parental kind of weekend going. Nice. And back on sheet C, it is being swept hard to call. That has to wait. They can
They've
scrub
got it.
that in.
They've got it all day.
Yeah.
All
Alison
day, all night.
and Stacy can sweep all day.
It's nice having powerful sweepers.
Oh, it's you don't notice it until you throw a stone for someone that isn't going to handle it and you go, oh, okay.
You find you get
So
spoiled.
You
that
really do.
puts Team English on top 5-4. So they just keep trading the lead right now.
And on the topic of sweeping, I mean, you know, a lot of people, the first thing they ask is, oh, are you a thrower or a sweeper? And
Yes.
it even ties back to the team name of the skip. It's such a team game. The difference in a good shot and a bad shot is all 4 players on the ice. No
Yeah,
question.
Absolutely.
When
the
somebody
skip-
asks me that, I say yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes. Are you a sweeper
Yeah.
or a thrower? I'm like, yes.
Yeah.
I'm firmly of the opinion that you never make a shot on your own.
No.
Every shot you
No.
make is a team shot.
Yeah.
You can mess it up all on your own.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
even if the sweepers don't sweep, they knew not to
They knew
sweep.
not to
Exactly.
So that's
Yep.
excellent sweeping.
And that read of the ice and the weight.
That
that's
judgment.
something that I'm learning because it's like sometimes that self-control of not of trusting the weight and
Yeah.
not sweeping is really hard to like channel.
Yeah.
And you want to be doing something.
Yeah, exactly.
You
It's
do.
like if you're not sweeping, you feel like you're not doing your job.
Yeah.
And sometimes your job is not to sweep.
Yeah. Especially if your skip is no. I actually have a couple of times said good nose sweep.
Yep.
And you know, as sweepers, we do appreciate that because we're like, we do not to sweep.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Calling the curl by Schlanger.
Yeah,
Looks like he wants to get it on the inside. It's not to.
I don't
No,
know
it's
if he's
gonna
getting
jam.
he's got that jam. But if he scrub,
And Naomi trying to get out of the way.
That was a really
And that
good
spun back in. So we have
hurdle.
2 biters for Team Schlanger right now.
That was a really good, matrix move by Naomi there to not have that red rock jam her foot, which would
Yeah.
probably hurt,
Yeah.
and it would be an issue.
So it looks like heavy is the call, wide is the call. Yeah.
Very heavy.
so here we see that
Here's
self-control.
that good
She's-
nose sweep. Yeah.
He really wants to go, though. You can
Yeah,
tell.
you can see
He's
he's-
I
not,
know.
he is just keeping it clean, but like you see the
Yeah.
desire there.
Yeah.
It's like, I really, really, really want to sweep it.
All right, the double's there, and I think this is shaping up into a good end for David and
Yeah,
company
Brian,
because
they
with
should
those
definitely
2
go for it.
nasty little biters
Oh, yeah.
can really drive the score up at the end if you keep the center of their house open.
And I believe that they have hammer as
They
well.
do.
Yes, I definitely made a mistake by letting a biter stay in the house one time.
But they're so hard to chase because if you go after that biter and miss, you're letting them stack more rocks up. It's those are the rocks as the opposing skip I don't hate the most, but pretty close to it.
Well, that's why I love those gentle weight takeouts because then you get a much higher chance of keeping your shooter even if it rolls
Yeah.
away. And I love having those sort of around you get a little like halo going.
Yeah.
You feel like you have things to work with
You're almost
even
at
if things
gelling
go
with that.
sideways.
Yeah. As Erik says, it keeps it in the inventory.
Oh, nice, yeah.
All right. Yes, line. All right. Hard. Brian yelling. Hard, 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 and he's going to
1-2.
get it.
Nice.
Bang, bang, as Vic would say.
Ho-hum.
Crash, bang, boom, as young Sam would say.
And just that casual confidence of that shot. Just
Oh,
go
yeah.
hum, we did it.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah,
That's okay.
no big deal.
Just a double. Do we want to take a look at sheet A? Trust your sweepers or you're done. Jim Johnston definitely knows what's up.
Yep. Lots piling up over on sheet A.
Yeah. So on A, I see 1 yellow,
I think so,
Yep.
yeah.
and it looks like red with hammer. So if I'm yellow, I just want to
Just
guard
pick-
that up high.
Oh, I just
you
want to
like
pick
to
that out.
There's that aggressive greenness we were talking
Yeah,
about.
but you hit it anywhere on, like, from anywhere
East
on
side.
that right side, yeah.
Yeah. I worry about the jam. You know, if you overcurl a tiny bit.
I don't, because even if you jam,
Yeah.
like, you'd have to hit so much of it. Like, because you want to hit it thin, because you want to, I would want a little bit of rollover.
Yeah.
And even if you hit it nose,
Yeah.
yeah, you lose, you get a gem, but you lose both those rocks. The red and the yellow, they both spill out.
So you're
and
never
then you're
not giving them that one.
Exactly. So
Yeah.
you've still got your one hanging out at the back and your one way over on the side under
Yeah.
cover. I'm not worried about the jam.
And neither is the thrower. Let's see what happens here. It's going to come down the top left of your screen.
Love that confidence.
Yeah.
Oh, we're red. Sorry. Oh, I'm calling the shot for. Oh no, there he is. Never mind.
You know, and I think they've got that. That's exactly what you had hoped for.
Yep.
Sticks around. I dare you to
hum.
hit the button.
Exactly.
With backing, but still.
But still,
Non-trivial shot.
non-trivial shot.
Down
and
on B, the hit's coming down. You'll see it in the left middle of your end. That looks good. And moves out a little
they're
bit.
staying in.
Yeah.
Lovely.
So
One
they
more
are.
shot left
Slanger
to
Danger
go.
is sitting 3
Yeah.
with 2 rocks left.
And Dunnam looking, thinking either the hit or the draw in under.
Is this last rock over on sheet A?
It is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Must be
and-
just feeling confident with his hits.
Yeah. And sometimes the draw is the right shot, but sometimes I've been throwing hits all day.
Oh yeah,
And
absolutely.
if I've got that rock to stick on,
Yeah. Sometimes I love it when someone gives me something to hit.
right? We know. You mentioned.
Well, it feels more forgiving
Yes.
sometimes.
Yes. Yeah.
You don't have to be quite so precise.
A lot of what I call is playing with the margin of error.
Yes.
Make mine
And-
bigger, make yours smaller, and the
Yeah, I
hit.
think they got this all.
Oh, no.
Oh,
Yeah, there's that
Ooh.
tick and a steal
Little
of 2
over curl.
I believe that A was going for the double.
for yellow. I think they were
And
just
or to stick around.
they were just trying to hit
Yeah.
and stick around.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Stick around for 1.
there's that. If you throw it too hard, the rock goes away. Risk.
Well, I guess with that ice, he was trying to sort of power it through to keep it running straight. But
Yeah.
yeah, there is that risk.
Here back on sheet B, we've got the draw. Danger is if he's light and not buried. That's 4 for huge danger. And I think that's not going to bury enough. Dave can hit that all day with a. Oh no, it's getting deep. So you have it from
Ooh,
the other
nice
side.
run back over on. Oh no, didn't quite make it on sheet D. Valiant
Right side
effort
of
over
the
an angled raise there.
Yeah. All right. So that means 1 for red, and RPI is up 6-4 over the band of Johnsons. Huh. Dave coming back for his broom. All right. Tight outside hit. Oh, it's all the way there. So just over curled a little and left them exposed on the other side.
Sometimes these seemingly simple shots just hit it.
Yeah.
They can be, they
Yeah.
really get in your head.
Yeah. Courtney already on it. I think they're trying to keep it out. I don't want to say that's narrow, but I think there's a risk if it hits. Yeah, and the call is hard. It looks like they've got it around. It looks like
And-
they've got it around.
And it's
Yeah,
got
it's
that gentle
definitely-
weight, it'll come back.
So 3
yeah.
for sure for red. If they
Nice.
stick around, that's 4, and they're going to stick around for 4. Very nice
Beautiful.
on our A sheet.
Round of applause
Round
in
of
the warm
applause
room.
from the warm room. And some woo, looks.
Beautiful shot,
With,
called
and
and
again,
made.
trust that sweeper, because without that sweeper, that shot crashed all day.
Oh yeah.
Naomi and Courtney looking very relieved.
Yep. Trying to get their heart rates down before they have to throw.
Yeah, going from a hard sweep to a light draw is not my favorite activity. All right, we're going to call it hard and straight on sheet C. Top right corner of your screen. Crashed on the guard. Banter from the confident team. And I think now the call is put it in the house. Make them chase us.
Absolutely.
Guards only benefit the trailing team right now. Well, not only, but favored.
But every rock and play is a liability for that team that has the lead.
You want as little scoring as possible if you're up by 5.
Oh, yeah.
Yep, they're getting it in.
Great sweep.
12.
That's 70s style curling of hit, and then a draw.
Well, and that's why we have that free guard zone rule.
Yeah.
5 rocks to try and set something up that you can hide behind.
Yeah. Because watching 10 ends of hits and 1 draw to win 1-0 is not an entertaining sport.
Not super exciting, just kind of waiting for someone to mess up.
Yeah. Have you guys started playing with the no-tick rule in Ottawa yet?
It's coming in slowly.
Okay.
Mostly in the non-competitive leagues, we don't worry about it.
Right.
Most of us are not making those shots regularly
Which
enough
makes
for
it
it to be a
shot. Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
Not sure how it's commentated here in the States, but certainly the Canadian commentators used to call that the Weagle Wiggle for
Wiggle.
Lisa Weagle, who used to do that on Team Homan. It was kind of her signature shot.
Yeah, I've been practicing those. They're useful. Naomi with a tight guard.
Yep.
I like what that sets up.
Well, it's sure not straightening up out there as the game goes on. It's sheet C, we have a draw that kind of poked out the other side.
We are
way
down to skip
overburied.
shots on sheet C. Let's see, can we see that sheet? Where is it? Top right of your screen there. Yeah, that is exposed.
And it curled in from the outside to get there. So it's really, you really got that swing going.
And over on sheet B, trying desperately to build an offense with those outside guards. And a little light, I think it came up, but the sweepers have buried it. Good, so chance for multiple.
Yeah.
For sponsorship perks, which they desperately need. And David calling, put it in the house. On sheet C, we've got the Parrot Trap's final stone. Looks like they're just trying to take out that yellow rock.
Nope, they still have one left, Jane.
It is Parrot Trap's. Oh, you're right.
I believe that they have hammer.
They have hammer.
Right.
And just a nice, easy hit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just boink
Yeah.
that out.
Right, so they're sitting 1. Looks like the yellow rock in back is the second shot.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Brian trying to wave the stone over. Unfortunately, that doesn't work very well.
I don't know.
Although we do have a curler in the club,
You succeeded at that?
and she does manage sometimes the hand motions work.
I mean, sometimes I definitely do some interpretive dance, trying to convince the
absolutely.
rocks to do what I want. I don't know if they listen, but
I talk to mine.
You talk to yours?
I'm like, please curl, 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 please curl.
Those ones that are kind of floating out and then do the little spin thing. I've got
yeah.
a motion. It's a little whirl for the curl.
Very nice.
And it absolutely works. A little witchcraft on that every time.
I do like the idea of the interpretive dance. I might have to try that.
Yes.
Yep.
We saw a few of those yesterday.
Oh, yeah.
The line calls from like.
Oh yes, the starfish.
Yes, the starfish.
The starfish of oh no.
Yeah.
No. Don't even look at it. Don't breathe too hard on it.
Yeah, one of the
Ooh.
experienced. Go ahead.
Maybe
Way
spit
to
out your
pass.
gum.
Oh, that is
Nice rock.
almost a perfect freeze on that.
Yeah,
That's gorgeous.
I like
Tiny bit of space between them, but not a lot.
that. Emily's last stone on sheet C is coming in for the hit. Sticks around for them.
Yep. Easy peasy.
Easy peasy. So
Lemon squeezy.
parent trap. Probably. I don't know. Do you go for the draw or do you hit and chirp in? I guess it depends what you're comfortable with.
I mean, if you're at the Briar, if you're the national champions, I think you go for the really long slash double.
Oh, I love the slash double there.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
But in the club, you know, for most of us like normal humans,
Mere mortals.
mere mortals indeed. Yeah, I think I probably like the draw.
I honestly, yeah. And the shot on B. Oh, just
Ooh.
chips that. I think that leaves the straight double for Dunnam. Yeah, and then
Yep. It's almost natural. Like
Yeah,
you
it's
hit it
just
just
right
about
there.
anywhere.
yeah, and
Yeah.
just on the inside you can squirt underneath, and you'll be sitting 1, 2, 3 with some cover, which is not a bad place to be if you're trying to come back.
Yep.
All right, let's see what he does. She does. I apologize.
That looks really hot. I wonder if they're going for the hit actually on sheet C.
I think so.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
must be.
it's got
Uh-oh,
it.
is it
yeah,
gonna?
yeah. Oh, what were you talking about the slash though?
Almost. Oh
and it
man.
didn't need to blow it up. It just needed to
Yeah,
pop
just
it an inch.
just
Wow.
needed to move it hardly any. Wow.
Would have loved to see that, but great shot. Way
That
to-
is a really lovely way to tie it up. So
Right.
Parent Trap and Team English are
And I adore
Both
that
at
they
5.
went for that. Oh
Yes.
man. Go boldly.
Call the circus shot.
Circus shot, TV shot.
TV shot. I think our circus shots are more the if I run this one back and then chip off of this and then hit the double to spin through the port.
Is it even possible?
Jamie, just throw the draw.
How far down the alphabet are we going?
Oh, plan Q is my
yeah.
favorite plan.
Yep.
And then slide up and go. That's what I was after.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Meant to do it the whole time.
Called and made.
Yep. Called and made.
Oh, any chance we get a sheet D update? Oh yeah. Absolutely. Let's take a look. They're having a nice deliberation over here.
Yeah, so Band of Johnson's sitting shot under some lots of granite if you look up at the top of the free guard zone.
Oh yeah.
Band of Johnson's with hammer to try to tie the game up if they can get there too. Feels like the risk there might be if they come up a little short, they're offering the double to get rid of their shot. If they leave something that's hittable and rollable, RPI can come in. So are
and
they
they
just
are
trying
in
to,
the 8th end too.
yeah.
So
Are they just trying to get it right on the button there, like just a casual button shot buried?
I think I would like that. I mean,
Of all the options.
as long as you have it like at least a little bit buried,
Yeah.
then even if they can hit that, even if they pick that out,
Yeah.
like those catchers behind,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
big chance of a jam.
I hate the idea. I want to keep that open if I'm Band of Johnsons, because with hammer and shot, you don't want to let them clog that up.
That's true.
really nice draw on sheet C.
Ooh, I
Came
think
up a little light.
Yep, we're crashing on the guards and blocking that out.
Logs up the lane.
Is that the draw or the in-off that they're looking at?
He's calling the draw. Us on this view so that we can see in the final ends what's going on all our loved ones' sheetses. Even sheet C, a tight game.
Tight game.
Yeah, tight.
It's been flip-flopping.
Back and forth, yeah. Couple of steals, couple of big-ish ends.
Yeah, it's a tricky port they're trying to come through. The way those guards are angled.
Yeah.
To get by one and not curl enough to hit the other.
Yeah. But if
That's
they can squeeze in there,
So sweet.
that's a
Go
nail in the
Courtney,
coffin.
go Naomi.
Yeah, that's you put a lot of faith in the triceps of your sweepers right there.
They came up a little bit short, but they are sitting second.
And if you're, yeah, as you said, you got to get rid of a lot of red. And it's not a perfect line.
Second to last end.
Yeah. Penultimate even.
Penultimate. Do your vocabulary
I
words.
don't think they're there on sheet D.
On sheet D, that's
Yeah,
light
they're
as well.
just-
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, just not there.
And I think I didn't hate clogging things up because a force is a win, right?
Yes. Yes.
So,
Yeah, letting
I
them
think
take
just
the
overcurled a little
one,
bit.
they're still ahead 6-4, so.
still, that's a hard shot on D to get onto the red enough to make your yellow count. Can you come in on the left side?
You could come in off your own.
Like the hit and chip with a
Yeah.
like back weight-ish shot?
Yeah. Well,
Back
'cause
line-ish?
I don't think you're getting the two reds out, so that one isn't actually helping you.
Yeah, and that's
So-
exactly what they're calling.
So you roll in off of it, you get your two, force another end. Yeah.
I love it. If I were greedy, I would ask, is the 3 there?
Like, I think you lose your shooter.
Yeah. Though they do have that one nibbling on the top.
Oh, yeah? I mean, I think that's a little too cute for me, but,
Okay.
you know, live your dreams.
Aaron has limits.
Every once in a while. Well, my mom used to be my coach, and she always told me that you shoot for show, but you draw for dough. And even though this isn't a draw, it certainly is like you go for the simpler shots when
Yeah,
it comes down
when
to
it matters.
Yeah. Calm down, you're not Rachel Homan. This isn't the Scotties Tournament of Hearts.
I've said that a few times, both to myself and my teammates. When you hit the Olympics, you can bring that energy. Until then, let's play some good club.
Yeah. Well, I bring that energy when it's not, you know, the penultimate end of the finals of the Cherry Blossom Bonspiel.
Well, I mean, it's not the Scotties Tournament of Hearts, but it is pretty close to it.
It's something, yeah. It's the big leagues, I would say.
Okay. We'll take that.
They're crashing on their guards.
Yeah. All right. And we have first of 2 Yellowstones being thrown here on sheet D.
I wonder if that rock. Heck, they went a few different directions right there at the end.
Oh, did it lose the handle?
Oh, they're trying to bring it over, trying really hard.
They're pushing.
It's thinking really hard about it.
doesn't
Okay,
wanna
so maybe
do
the
it.
angle? Maybe the little...
You know
okay.
what? That sets up a shot.
That's
Not enough.
No.
Yeah, but they've got another shot after this, so... They've got things to work with.
Yeah, it looks like red thinking about following them in.
Yeah, so what are you guarding? What shot do you think they're going to go for?
And I think, as was pointed out earlier, the one they just did, presumably.
Yeah,
Right? Take away the lane, make them throw on a different line.
yeah. I think, honestly, I would try to draw right in there and sit on top of it.
Yeah.
Like, what do you do then? How do you get all 3 of those out?
Yeah. I kind of like coming the other way, but
Well, and it looks like that's what they're trying.
yeah.
But certainly on the screen I'm looking at, those guards don't look friendly.
No.
But
Mean, nasty guards.
Yeah.
One of the difficult things for as a new curler to have discovered is guards mean offense.
Yes.
And I'm still wrapping my brain around that one.
Yes.
All right, I like the line on this. And yes, the call, so the stone has broken. It started its curl. And I think, yeah, that looks like if it doesn't rub off of that red, it's going to go perfect.
Oh, there's that rub.
Little hot. So,
Oh, and they're just fully blocking that hole.
Yeah.
What little port there was, no more there. It is no longer there.
on
D? Sheet D, yeah, sorry.
Nope.
I should specify.
I like the, they're looking at the raise,
Yeah,
which is,
tricky.
yeah. Because they've got to come perfectly straight, because if they come wide, it'll crash into their own rock. If they come narrow, it just won't do anything.
Do you ever like the way out there angle raise?
On the left or on the right?
On the right. That yellow rock that's just kind of out there in the middle of nowhere? Like,
Honestly, I almost like better the left side.
the left side.
Get a little bit of curl on it and see if you can just hit the inside of that back yellow rock and squirt over.
Yeah.
With the right weight, I think it's there. And I trust that more than I trust a 12-foot raise most
Fair.
days. I am not Rachel Hogan,
Fair enough.
but I've played her on TV. Raise double for 2 on sheet D is the call from Jim Johnston.
Yes.
And skips stone
Sweeping
here
hard.
on sheet B. Not even to it, he says. Oh, not yet. For skip stone. All right, shots coming out on D. It'll come from the top right of your screen. And he likes the raise double on the outside. Agreeing with Jim in our chat.
On the inside, I think, actually. They're going for the
Oh, he is the inside
the
one.
middle
You're
one.
right.
Oh, and
Oh,
he cleared
and
the
there it
guard.
is.
He's got
And-
that one.
oh,
Oh,
that
no.
And that'll be that.
Oh, a valiant effort.
Handshakes, fist bumps now in the
That
age
was
of
a
COVID.
really good try. That was a really tight
Great
game.
try on sheet
Yeah.
D, so
Came
RPI
down to
taking
that
it
last
over
shot.
Bandit
Yes.
Johnson's.
Yes.
Fun
Love it
team to
when that
play
happens.
against.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Dave Schlanger's last shot calling back line weight, I think just to get rid of some yellow stones.
Oh, wow, yeah.
A little light. An applause in the warm room for a well-fought game.
Sheet B, if they make this double, they could be set up to take a whole bunch.
Oh, yeah. Are there any red rocks out of play on sheet B? I'm not asking that question.
No, there are
No.
not.
All right, the sweep is hard. I think the line is there.
Oh, I think you better keep sweeping it. I think you better
yeah,
keep sweeping
yeah,
it.
Yeah, push that, Courtney.
Okay, there you
Boop,
go.
and it's a little exposed, but
Alrighty. Hey,
I don't hate it.
no, certainly not.
All right, so hammer shot from Team Dunnam. What do you do here? I guess the hit, straight hit for 2 is there, and that leaves them trying to steal 3 coming home.
I've come back from worse.
Likewise, actually, we when Lena's very first spiel, we were down, and she pointed out we got a 5-ender earlier this week.
Yeah.
Let's go for it.
Might as well throw them until you're out of rocks.
Yep. Don't stop kicking.
Nope.
Like the line. Yeah, it's staying outside. Looks like Andy's trying to
Convince it to
shove that
curl.
in. It might
I think he's
actually.
got
think
enough.
that's there.
Oh.
A little
Too
bit
much
too much of
roll.
a squeak. Yeah, 1 yellow. And we're going to see handshakes. Doesn't appear so. Good. We're playing to 8.
Yeah.
As we said, never stop kicking. And a steal of 3 versus a steal of 4, you know. All right, over on sheet C, we got Vice's rocks being thrown. Trying to move some granite. Yeah, hard
This
sweep.
might
That's
be
a
fun.
little- Yeah.
Blowing this up.
Is that around the guard?
I don't think so. I think we're on it.
Yeah.
But not a bad miss,
No,
honestly.
no, open it up.
Yeah. That is the way to miss that shot, I think.
Yeah, flashing would have been much worse than that.
Yep. Because now they've got to try to put it back.
Yep. Calls you here for yes line curl hard on sheet A. Yellow is hoping to take their 2 in the 8th end.
Oh no, are they hogging that? No, they're over. They're fine, right? Right?
It's fine. It's
Yeah.
no, I think they're giving up on that one. No, it's over.
Yeah,
They're
Come
thinking
on,
about
come
it.
on,
They're
come
thinking
on,
about it.
come on.
Okay, there
it
we
is.
go.
It's
Brooms in
just
the
going to
air.
be over.
Yeah.
Brooms
They
in
were
the air
pounding
means-
it pretty hard for a while, so I
Yeah.
was nervous, but should have known. Very powerful sweepers.
Yeah, Andy Dunnam. Yeah, absolutely.
And they know what they're doing.
they know what they're doing.
They're judging it well.
Yeah. I would have kept sweeping that. I was not confident in that stone, so they know better than me, obviously.
Sometimes you have to have nerves of steel.
Those diamond hands. All right, so a little overthrown, I think, if they wanted the guard, but also the quadruple is unlike, again, of the Briar or the Scotties. Not as easy as it looks on TV. You're moving 128 pounds of 168 pounds of granite, plus your own rock.
Yep.
Takes a lot of inertia, a lot of force.
Beautiful rock on sheet C from Team English
Yeah,
to
Yeah,
guard that up even more. Now they're sitting 4.
yeah.
Yeah, it's the last end. They're tied at 5. They put themselves in a really good position.
So Lena, going into your Bonspiel coming up, do you like the aggressive, the best guard is another one in the house over here, or are you thinking a bit more defensively, I guess? I'm hesitating because of what you said about the guards are defensive, but when you're just piling them on top there, stuffing the bird.
I think it depends on the team that we're playing against
Oh,
and
certainly.
what their, hit game is like. Because if, it's a U5 Bonspiel, so,
Fair enough.
depends on how that is going to whether or not, a guard in the 12-foot would be advantageous or not.
Oh, for sure.
Wow,
Oh,
triple.
blow it
Wow.
up.
To blow it up. Speaking of moving granite, and I think that yellow one's biting, so technically only a double, but
Moved
clears
a
it
lot
up.
of granite
Yeah.
a long way, like
Yeah.
across the
Yeah.
house there.
Yeah.
yeah. Anyone
And
get that hog
They
to
meant
hog?
it.
Oh yeah, they were not messing around.
Yeah. Gotta be high, calls Emily.
And so impressive when they make a shot like that with so much weight, because if you're off by just the tiniest bit, it's never coming back.
Yeah.
Your sweepers cannot really help you that much when it's going that fast.
Can't unstraighten a stone, usually.
Yeah.
Even with the cheater brooms we play with at the club level. All right, George Shirk letting it go. Nice and light. Call of a 3 or 4 by Stacy, which means it's going to sit just between the free guard zone and the house. Might be in. And I don't think that's a 3 or a 4 based on how they're sweeping that. But it works as the guard if they can get it over, which they have.
Yeah.
And complicate things for Team Parental.
Yep. And a high enough guard that it's not an easy run
Yep.
back. They have to think really hard if they're going to do that.
Yeah. That's a very skinny angle if you try to run something back.
Yeah. Much better to go around, find something else.
Yeah.
Well, and the way the guards are spaced, they have so many options.
Yeah. Yeah. You can't take away everything, but take away the easy shots.
Certainly.
So one of the guards peeled by Schlanger on sheet B. Trying to bury it under for sponsorship. eyes is just past the tee line.
I mean, that's really starting to walk over.
Yeah, gotta go hard the call. Yep, they're pushing, they're coming down. It's the call.
That should be nice.
Nice little takeout over on sheet A.
So what's the call over on sheet C? What do we like?
I think they're debating if they can get
Through the port.
through the port there.
I mean, it's more than a rock's width. You
Yep.
can get through it.
The geometry
Will it give
does
the right
exist, yeah.
angle though?
Yeah, certainly. Yeah, you can get through it, but then where's it going to go after that?
Yeah.
According to the laws of physics, you can't get through it, but what happens afterwards? So,
The basis of this conversation, it seems. Or like the conversation they're having out on the
Oh,
ice.
and they're looking at a run back.
The ankle raises are always fun.
Yeah. That's a lot of ice between those two stones.
yep.
But I mean, with that angle raise, you don't actually have to hit the other stone. You just need to get in for shot.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Just
And-
left out, count it.
There's plenty of red paint
Yeah.
open there. in those.
Lots of 4 foot to aim for.
Yeah. Oh, I like it. Let's see us have it. So
Yeah.
you'll see it coming in.
And the angle you've got to hit it on, you'll spill out. So
Yeah.
leave it another draw, I guess, available to you if needs be.
It's a 4-3. Line only. Feels pretty heavy.
Another good example of not sweeping.
Looks narrow. He's going to possibly raise up one of those yellows, but I think he's just going to hit chirp chip his way. Don't hate it, because the pop back is now there, right?
And it opens up that draw
Yeah.
path a lot more than it was.
Yep.
Emily and George looking at that. Over on sheet B, Schlanger Danger just running yellow out of stones.
See if this is a double.
Now this
Nope.
game is just
Jammed.
arithmetic. So Shirk and Emily looking at that tap back for the double red, and I think about chasing the biter. Sponsorship perks just trying to get yellow rocks in the paint.
Working hard to get that buried.
Yeah. And Dave and Brian wasting no time. Hit it.
Yep.
Yeah, they've got options. All right. Emily English with the hit attempt on the bottom, coming down to the bottom right corner of your screen. Call of yes by George. Little narrow, but that line has a tendency to float out. So
Yeah, way out there, you
No,
can
it's
probably
coming back.
hold it just fine.
yeah, Alison can
Yep, there you go.
sweeping hard. There's the
Clunk.
chip, sticks around. We like it.
Beautiful.
And Brian throwing his last stone. Yeah, back on the sweep, Naomi.
A nice tap over on sheet A.
Oh, and he's got a piece of the back one. That
Great
is,
double.
Oh,
and
wow.
I think that's handshakes because I think yellow's only got 3 stones left, and there they go. So
Yep.
good win after a
Excellent.
crazy good end for
Excellent.
Schlanger Danger.
They were
Big
just
smiles
on it.
and hugs. Yeah, no. Good game on sheet or for A. That was our A event, right?
Yeah.
It was.
Okay.
Very well done.
Fun curling to watch. What are we doing over on, let's see here, curl down for what? For Army?
This is the last stone for Parent Trap.
Oh, Parent Trap, my apologies.
And they're tied 5-5, so this is.
And English is sitting 2.
Okay, so
And they have
need to
hammer.
make this shot. If they miss this, that's the game, right?
That is game.
Yep.
They like the weight.
This is that draw for dough. And there it comes.
Gently cleaning.
There
I
it
think
goes.
that is
Starting to walk over. Is it going to sit down?
a little overcooked.
Ooh.
Little overcooked.
Is it going to sit?
We got handshakes. Yeah.
Okay.
I know that's going to overcurl. Or over.
Well done to Team English.
So well done. Team English, so 2 Potomac teams with the W's.
For the A and the B
For the A
finals.
and the B finals.
And very close, exciting games.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh
Good
my
call,
gosh,
Kat.
yes.
And sheet A is also very close with 1 point difference going into this end.
Everybody in live chat who's watching their friends and family play, thank you very much for tuning in. And let's watch what happens here. 2 more stones to throw. An applause for the A event. And the A event winners walking back into the warm room. Final stone for curl down. I think, yeah, double
Yeah.
check. And they want the steal here, and if they can curl it in, I think that's not moving quite as much as it needs to.
This might be game as well.
Which looks like that is, unless it bumps
Well,
it back far
If
enough.
he scrubs it out. Ooh,
No.
no.
And I think we're
I
gonna
guess 'cause of the
see
other
there's
one,
some
too.
handshake.
Yeah.
Yep. They're thinking. Right now, if the yellow stone is out counted by either
They're-
red.
Well, they're up by 1. Red is.
Yeah.
So they. Oh, no? Okay.
There's the handshakes. Yeah.
Yeah,
just red-
they're
red
saying
cannot.
those 2 yellows are closer
Oh,
than
2.
Yeah,
okay.
there are
Yeah.
2.
They
Yeah.
didn't
That-
move
that-
it quite enough.
Yeah,
I
that
see.
one right there is just a tiny bit
Yeah.
closer.
Yep.
Yeah. Well done, teams.
Well done, teams. Great curling by everybody. Thank you, fellow broadcasters, and special guest broadcaster, Aaron.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me. It's
Oh.
been a pleasure.
Every time. Fellow Ottawanian. I'm going to leave you folks. Good curling, everybody.
Good
Thank
curling.
You, thank you, Jen, for having me.
Find me at Elgin Street Diner sometime. And thank you.
All right, well, thank you everybody for joining us for the finals of the 2023 Cherry Blossom. We hope you'll join us for our next event. And to all you curlers out there, good curling.